We are back for another episode of AEW Dynamite. Tonight, we get Will Ospreay and Claudio Castagnoli. John Moxley is returning, and there's an amazing mixed gender tag match. It is Adam Copeland, Willow going up against Brody King and Julia Hart. Mate, it's going to be a good one. Let's watch it together. Let's chill out. Let's have a good time.
God, I just listened to this whole podcast. It was terrible. I feel like my ears are gonna bleed.
What'd you say? This is Darby Allin, and you're listening to Give Me a Whole Yeah podcast.
Yeah, that's right. You say it's terrible. We say we send in Darby Allin. How you doing? Hope you're having a great week, man. A great day, week, month, however long it's been since you joined me. A lot of you joined me for last week's CM Punk debacle. You want to talk about Punk? We absolutely can. This is your show. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. However, what I will say is that we can also talk about tonight's card because there is some cool stuff happening and some questionable stuff happening. AEW Dynamite, it seems to be on and up and down all the time at the moment, and tonight will be no different. Claudio Castagnoli is going up against Will Ospreay, Adam Copeland, and Willow Nightingale are going up against Julia Hart and Brody King. The Elite are going up against Pac, Daniel Garcia, and Penta, LZ Romero. Let me just put this in, right? So they're not going to do much of Okada and Pac, but we are going to see Okada and Penta, right, in tonight's show. That's pretty cool. Deonna Purrazzo is going up against Mariah May. Mariah May in a match in the third week in a row. Wow. John Moxley is to return as IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Taz to broker a meeting with Chris Jericho and Hook. Can't wait for that. Samoa Joe is to speak. Swerve Strickland to speak. And Mercedes Moné is going to cut a promo. It's going to leave us all underwhelmed. Get that girl in the ring. Get that girl in the ring, man. Let's go. How are you all doing? Hope you're having a great day, week, whatever. Like or share or else. I'm back from Ireland. Welcome back, Jack. Jack went to had some family business to deal with in Ireland. Hope you're okay, buddy. And my thoughts are with you, my friend. Crowd is here. Start the show. Let's go, Jackie boy. Jack is here to moderate and make sure everything stays cool this evening. Hello, everyone. Says Mipple. Hello, Michael. How are you? Lovely to see you, my dude. And do you think we'll get Motor City Machine Guns on Sunday? Do I think we'll get Motor City Machine Guns on Sunday? What, to interfere with the FTR and Young Bucks match? No. I don't know where they'd fit in. I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. Hey, all and Ant says Todd. Julia is on tonight. She certainly is. Pray for the blood, told way boy. What a good boy. That's the theme song. I'm just going to pour out my coffee. One sec. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Welcome to the Give Me a Whole Yes Wrestling podcast. Unpopular opinion, I'm a Punk fan still. Very unpopular, but no, it's cool. It's cool. I was always going to, you can be a Punk fan. I mean, he was, like in a business sense, like, yeah, he was going to get fired for that. But, like, do I think he's an asshole? No. Think it's certain AEW will pull out of this seemingly downswing. I think people will forget about it in 2 weeks' time, to be honest with you. I've heard a lot of like different opinions on it, and I think it's a good thing? I don't know. I mean, I think it's promotion. I think it gets people talking. I think I have no problem with what talk about it, which is cool. But the rest of the show, all we was talking about was CM Punk. But here comes Moxley. Wow thing. Yeah, baby. Moxley is back. Oh, here he is. Welcome back. He's got a bit of a limp going on. Oh no, it's not. It's just a wide-angled walk. So downswing. I just need to get creative, right? My problem with the CM Punk thing, the whole problem with last week's episode was they didn't capitalize by making it a good show. That's my biggest problem, right? Being at people watching, make them go, "Oh shoot, man! I can't miss this! I can't miss this!" They didn't do that. That was silly. You know, ideally, Moxley would have been there last week. I know he couldn't have been, but you know, whatever. So save the footage till this week. You know. Hi, says Crazy Jake. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Lovely to see you, Jeff. Hello, Ant's Chair. My Ant's Chair says, "Welcome to the Give Me Hell podcast, Jeff." How are you doing, Cincy, bro? Jeff, lol. Jack, I 100% agree with you on everything you just said. That's all right. That's cool. There we go. Have you seen Kenny Omega come out and support CM Punk in an interview the other day? He confirmed that him and Punk have no problem. The Bucks were the ones who didn't want to fix it. So I have seen the interview that you're talking about. It's not an interview. It was his Twitch stream. It was part of his video game stream, yeah. And I don't know if it was in support of CM Punk. He just said let him fight. Let him fight. It's actually quite a surprising sort of view of a viewpoint from Kenny Omega. Actually, you always kind of see him as this sort of peaceful dude, but no, he was like, no, just let him scrap and get it out of the system, which is actually a really level-headed approach. I think. I'm sure Todd's just breaking out the lotion because his hands are dry. What happens as we get older? He needs to do the pots more. Confirm, says Jake. Ant's Chair is over. It certainly is, man. Wild thing. Oh, check it out. We've got 2 green guy face things in the front row. Nice. I mean, the thing is, right? So, yeah, it's the meme of the dude who's always at the WWE shows, but you know, you've got to bring it into every show now. Not an easy thing to do. Kenny also mentioned that fights happen in sports and that Punk should still be in AEW. He and Punk have mutual respect for each other. Yeah, man. I did see it. I can't remember the ins and outs of it, man. But yeah. He sounded very cool about it. Thinking of changing Bridge and Ice Hotel for All In to a higher price one. So Kenny and MJF help me with my door. What, are you going to smash your doors in? Is that what you're saying? I'm confused. When you want Kenny and MJF to help you smash your doors in. Thank you, Mipper, says Jack. Mox looks real good. He certainly does, man. He's shaved his head. He's all fresh. He's got a bit of blood. We miss Sassy. We certainly do miss Sassy. I spoke to Sassy the other day. She's doing well. She's just taking some time. And I said to her, you take as much time as you want, baby. That's what you need to do. Ant's Chair for Give Me a Hell Yeah champion. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Oh, what's he saying? Sorry, he better not be shooting. Mind you, I said better not be shooting. Don't know. Watch him as he climbs mountain after mountain. Here comes Darby Allin. Not really, but he should do. Feel great. It's not about what other people say. It's about what's in here. The heart and soul of AEW, John Moxley. I honestly can see Kenny leaving AEW one day and going to WWE and CM Punk feud will be massive. Yeah, I can see Kenny in WWE one day. I can see it. You deserve it, Chance, for the IWGP Championship. Mate, this championship, yes, there's a lot of belts on this show, right? There's a lot of belts that we see. That is like the top belt in Japan, you know? Been chasing it for 5 years, says John Moxley. 5 years of pain. CM Punk is the biggest star in all of wrestling, and no one can stop talking about him on 3 different shows. Yeah, man. It's big. Big. Clever man. Clever boy. I've also got another elite crate to open tonight, so we'll do that at the break. Yeah, cool. That's all right. I'll ask Scott, is it? So I want to open it. I want to see what's in it. See what t-shirts we get and stuff like that. I don't really like doing the individual videos. I don't really get the views that they need to get to make them worthwhile doing. So I was like, screw it, we'll just do it on Dynamite streams if that's okay with you guys. How deep can you dig when you're choking on your own blood? How deep are you willing to dig? How far are you willing to go? Cool. That's what AEW about. A raw speech for AEW is what Jon Moxley's doing. It's okay. It's okay. Who come on for an epic forward? Wow, who threw a shoe? Oh, mate, you wish. Oh my god, the IWGP belt I take home to meet my parents. It is a beautiful belt, yeah. Oh, what's he say? Some talented individuals have got himself in league with Don Callis. Don Callis is a creep. Yeah, makes sense. Will Ospreay is going up against Tennyson, isn't he? Didn't see. Tried to injure his friend Ryan Danielson. Oof. Okay, I want Mox and Hobbs to go. It could happen. Could definitely happen. They might do Hobbs and Takeshita versus Claudio and Moxley. Though. I feel that's why they might be going. You want to be violent. You want to be tough guys. Let's go. Come on, Takeshita, come out. I just want him and Takeshita. Let's go. Maybe I'm not your type. No, it's not okay. It's illegal. Cheers, Jackie. How many former IWGP champs does AEW have? I know, right? Yeah. Him and Okada and Will Ospreay. Mental, man. Mox is versus who? I think I want to see Takeshita. Okada, yeah. Sorry, Okada. Yeah. Jay White. Omega, of course. I'm going to call it the biggest one of all. Moxley calling out Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm down with this. Who's going to challenge him to a match? Going to challenge Powerhouse Hobbs in the main event at Jacksonville next week. Powerhouse Hobbs will find out how out of depth he is when he gets in the ring with the IWGP champion. In the drag Will Hobbs to the deepest water there are. I know that Don Callis is feeding him lies. Why will he? Because he beats him. Nobody can touch me, says Jon Moxley. There's only ever going to be one Jon Moxley. Interesting. Cool. Obviously, would have preferred Takeshita at the pay-per-view, but doesn't look like that's happening. We are getting a build-up for next week, the week after Dynasty, for Jon Moxley to return to action in the main event, going up against Powerhouse Hobbs. Should be a decent match, and it is sort of building up that feud between BCC and the Don Callis family. I assume we are going to get the BCC versus the Don Callis family at Blood and Guts. And we're going to see that sort of thing of can Will Ospreay stay with the Don Callis family? Oh, it's Mercedes. Got a new hair. Someone have tattoo in the dark. As a CEO, she always gets right back up. She can't wait to get her payback on the bitch that attacked her last week. Lights off sounds a little too familiar, Julia Hart. Maybe it's someone that thinks he's in. Oh. I mean, she looks gorgeous. She looks forward to watching the mixed tag team match tonight. There's a price to pay when you mess with Mercedes money Towexa. Let's go. A few, I'd imagine, Deonna. It's pretty cool, isn't it? They've got a lot of stars, let's be honest. Just like John Moxley to Mercedes Moné to Adam Copeland. Cool. Okada, White, Omega, just to name a few. Yeah, they've got a few former WWE champions, and coming out has been, well, 3 of them have just been on the show. There we go. Unless I'm wrong. You're not wrong at all. You're not wrong at all. If Will wins it again, and I think Will as well, All In, I am dutifully bound to call everyone bruv. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Oh, nice. They've got some cross pyro. I haven't noticed that before. I like it. I like it a lot. I call it. Yes, you do, Todd. I think it's I do think it's Willow though. I think the Julia Hart thing would be way too obvious. I think the idea is it's Willow doing it to try and set up Julia Hart, and then she's going to come out with some weird sort of story, and then they're going to have a match at Double or Nothing. It's CEO time. It certainly is. Mercedes Moné cutting a promo because that's what Mercedes Moné does. Yeah. Kind of wish I would have gone a bit further back. What should be Chris Statlander? Yeah, it could be Chris Statlander, yeah. I mean, it's still in a sort of thing with Willow. It all sort of works out together. Please shut up, CEO. I know. It's CEO time. Kiki Macy. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Willow's been attacked backstage. She's fine. Chris doesn't think she's fine. Hi, Dan. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Want to join? Adam Copeland, not happy. Lights go out. His tag team partner is off. And Brody King's behind him. Brody King. And Julia Hart is smiling. Sorry, just eating my biscuit. Is that it? Is that what we get? Cool. So I thought it was too hopeful to think that there was going to do 2 women's matches on the show, be it that one was a mixed tag match. Come on. I was like, really? We could actually get these 2 together. I was like, and then apparently not. Okay, here comes my dark goddess, Julia. Oh, evening. I get it. Yes, you do. It's like we say hello. Evil Willow. Unfortunately, yeah, Deonna, and I don't think it's right. She's way too like charismatic. And when we saw her do that promo 3 weeks ago, she's really good. She's really good. She's really nice and happy and makes you feel good. And I don't need Evil Willow, but it's going to happen because at some point they have to have Mercedes Moné and Willow, and a face versus face match, especially for the first match of would not work at all. Would not work at all. Not going to lie, if Mercedes wasn't healthy enough to wrestle until Double or Nothing and Tony Khan knew it, should have waited to debut after Dynasty. My Mercedes patience is wearing thin. I agree, Jeff. I agree. I 100% agree. Not the best at the promo. Not that engaging. And here we have... well, unless she's... No, she can't come out. If she can't wrestle at Dynasty, like she ain't going to... Because you could do a story where she comes out now and helps Copeland face Julia Hart and Brody King, but you can't do that. There goes the ring bell. Julia Hart is there. Hopefully we just see Julia Hart beat on Adam Copeland for a bit. I'm down with that. Give Julia Hart the pin over Adam Copeland. She needs it. Why not? It's been sent to your Facebook, dear. Hey there, wizard. I love it when Dan quotes the Bible. Yeah, man. Me too. Oh my God, I don't know why I had this bingo card. It's going to lead up to Statlander turning heel. Yeah, it could do, man. Yeah, absolutely could do. I think it will do, actually. I think it will do. I mean, but then we've kind of seen that coming from the whole like Stokely thing for quite a while, haven't we? Here we go. Julia attacking Adam Copeland. Julia Hart wins the match, wins the TNT title. Let's go. I'm here for it. Thank you, Jan. Julia can wrestle me, says Todd. I know she can. I know she can. But she can't. But she can. She's good. If she wanted to. Brody King with the big forearm to Adam Copeland sends him back to the ropes. And now a big boot choking. How does that feel? Adam shouts Brody King, and we hear him very clearly. Like, because the crowd are not into this at the minute. Yeah, it kind of feels like it. Well, Stat would need more personality. Yeah, but that's might be how they do it by turning a heel. But you don't need to just turn everyone heel all the time, man. I don't know. I don't agree with Willow turning heel. Not after that promo the other week that we saw. It was like, nah. Orange Cassidy versus Shane Taylor tonight. Claudio Castagnoli versus Will Ospreay. Chair of wheels, says Jack, out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. The house always wins sign from the crowd. Someone stands up to remind people that we're passionate about wrestling. Clothesline into the court. Good. Just let's get the tag. Let's get the tag. What happened to the Butcher and the Blade? Are they still in AEW? They certainly are. They have been. I think the Blade is injured. We have seen the Butcher more recently. Did we see Butcher and Sting, or was it Butcher and Copeland, or someone like that? We saw the Butcher quite recently, yeah. Julia Hart once again attacking Copeland on the outside. Willow, where you at? Julia Hart says. I assume you guys are in picture-in-picture. Slingshot. Slingshot. Personality, a cult. Cult of personality. No, because they need a scapegoat to go with the Bucks. There we go, man. Yeah, there we go, man. If you want to get the crowd back, have this match end up with a setup for Malachi versus Edge Dynasty. You know what? If you really wanted to get the crowd back, yeah, that's what you do, because the crowd are not into this at the minute. A Mercedes surprise sub in for Willow at Dynasty. There we go. But I don't think Mercedes can wrestle. And speaking of not being able to wrestle, oh my word, I don't even know what I'm saying. It's my friend Dan. Hello, Dan. How are we doing? And yeah, you're not on the screen because there you are. Hello.
Hello,
Oh, hang on.
I've just come in.
Yeah. How are you, mate?
I'm alive.
You're alive.
I'm hoping I can do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the entirety of the show, but I'm going to enjoy what I can. Wrestling's always best when it's watched with friends, and there's no greater friend to have than to give me a whole year.
Oh, bless you.
Share it with all of you people in the chat here. So.
You did a far better job of doing it than me. Well done, you. It's almost like you were a promoter. How are you doing, Dan? So me and Dan haven't seen really spoke to each other much since we saw each other. We met each other for the second time, Dan, at the incredible Pro Wrestling Eve show.
Thank you. It's weird though, right? Because even though I said the second time, like we've actually met, because because we actually chat, talk outside of streams. It doesn't feel like we've only just met twice, does it? You know what I mean?
No, it's weird. Yeah. We had a decent chat, didn't we?
Exactly.
So which I appreciate, because you obviously had like Will Ospreay to take care of as well, because he was at the show that night as well. So I appreciate
Will takes care of himself.
Yeah, man. Cool.
He's like I've known Will since he was like knee-high to a grasshopper. So, but it was joyous to have Will on commentary with me.
I loved it. I've watched that final match and really enjoyed it with you and Will on commentary. So, especially because it didn't seem like you knew exactly what the layout for the match fully was.
I knew. I'm big boot for a bit. What's the main event of this show, by the way?
The main event of this show is probably going to be Will Ospreay versus Claudio Castagnoli, I assume. Either that or the Elite going up against Pac and Daniel Garcia and Penta if you're going to have some sort of FTR angle. Yeah.
Good match so far that we've got on it. But like, it doesn't surprise me. Brody King's great. Adam Copeland's great.
It's a decent match, Dan, but there's a major problem with it, mate. The crowd are dead, and I think the main reason for that is because they've set up this tease of somebody of Willow being taken out. So who's going to come to help Copeland? And so people are just kind of waiting for that. It feels.
I mean, they sound. I mean, obviously, I haven't got it up loud now because we're listening to each other, and I dare say you're the same. But little bit, but they sound like they're into it now. Might have been a bit quiet at the start, but they're coming up.
Slowly getting
up in there, and they're getting them.
Yeah, damn the wizard, says Miplet. Why is Julia even on the apron? She's not allowed to tag in against the guy, right? Yeah,
but she hasn't tagged in. So she's on the apron and she's just joking and doing tag stuff.
Yeah. But she can and should tag in again. We have seen women versus women in AEW. Women versus men in AEW.
Yeah, but I think they've taken that away now. Wow.
Have they?
Adam Copeland with the Rikishi bump there.
Mm-hmm.
The old inside out on the clothesline.
Inside out, yeah. Tony Khan must have seen that there were 2 matches on the card where women could see in-ring action and said, let's just make that intergender tag men's singles, women's division. Yeah, it is underserved. It certainly is. That's how I felt. When I saw it, I was like, well, we don't get 2 women's matches, but at least we're getting intergender. I'm down with that. Massive cannonball misses and he lands on his head.
Yeah, he was hard on his neck.
A bit like Jetta on that door, Dan.
Oh, my God, right?
Mm.
Oh, my God. Guys, if you haven't seen, like end of the day, Will Ospreay tweeted that it was the best women's match he's seen. And if you haven't seen that match between Alex Windsor and Charlie Morgan from Eve's WrestleMania event a couple of weeks back.
It's amazing.
You need to watch it.
I said to you, like, I went to Mania last year, and like, it's one of the best live match experiences I've ever had by far.
Wait, Willow tagged in, and it's against the guy.
Yeah, it's crossbody, so there we go. So why did Julia get in?
Different size compared to Julia Hart and
I don't care, man. Give Julia Hart that TNT championship. Spear from Adam Copeland.
We're not going to have. What? Adam Copeland's not legal.
He's not. But it's AEW, so rules don't matter.
Well, ref is telling him to get out. Not entirely sure. I mean, that shouldn't count as a tag anyway. I hate tags to the foot because you're so far apart from one another. Do you know what I mean? It's just like you can just tag the foot.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what position you get into to try and tag. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cannonball there, and then the chain attack. Copeland attacking out the ropes. But who's legal, Dan?
Well, Julia is not legal. I didn't see her tag in.
Nope. And she choked out Willow.
Bit bizarre, bit peculiar. Don't quite understand that.
Nope,
because
not
if
at all.
Willow couldn't wrestle unless the rule is that the second that a woman tags in, the other woman is then automatically legal.
Oh no, don't do that. Oh, I want you, says Mercedes. She's got a chair out.
Why is she bringing a chair? Because
it's Julia Hart, and she's a bit creepy.
I'm pretty sure, like a fresh Mercedes, a Mercedes Mone can, would have a good chance against Julia Hart. Although Julia Hart's practically fresh, she's hardly through any action.
So is she going to use it to attack Willow? Is the question. She's not going to do it, Dan, but she's going to regret this. Willow's the bad guy here.
Oh, I'm not sure. I thought they did a nice job in making people think that it's, because there's going to be people thinking, oh, it's Stat. There's going to be people thinking it's Willow. There's going to be people, trying to think in case it's somebody else.
Spear from Adam Copeland. No, it didn't happen.
That would be nice.
It would be nice, yeah. And we get a handshake from...
It would be fresh.
The sign of respect from Adam Copeland to Mercedes. But
no handshake between Willow and Mercedes, though, I don't think. Or unless I missed it.
No, there's no respect from them two. No, obviously she thinks it could be her. And it's going to end up being her. And I think she's taking the title off her at Dynasty.
I mean, I assumed going in that was going to be like Willow beats, wins the TBS title to set up Mercedes and Willow, because it's the obvious story.
They've already basically said that they're doing.
Always the chance that we get a different story, and it's a case of learning to trust one another, or
yeah.
Renee Paquette on screen right now talking about the Dynasty pay-per-view this weekend. Do you want to join the stream again?
Oh, what, for Dynasty? Yeah, sure, that'd be nice. Yeah, we'll be streaming across here and on Pro Wrestling Eve. We've obviously organised this a lot in advance because that's what we do here on the Gimme Holy podcast.
What we do.
If you want to come hang out with me, Dan, and Emily for Dynasty, you absolutely can.
Yep, the good lady wife will be here.
There we go.
Do you know what? It's good that they've got the pay-per-view coming up soon, because if there's one thing that can always unite everyone,
is a good AEW pay-per-view,
right? Like, for whatever people's problems are with the weekly TV, no one does better wrestling pay-per-views than AEW. No one.
Certainly
not
do.
anyone. Not anyone in the world. No one does better wrestling pay-per-views than AEW.
Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me out of all the women sitting back there, you can't put someone in? I don't know if I would have done that Willow angle, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was necessary. I suppose it's a sort of reflection of what happened to her, so it must be a swerve, or did she do it to herself and all that sort of stuff. I get where they're going, but I don't think anyone really cares about that mystery just yet. It wasn't like it was set up in a way that engages people in terms of like, let's find out who this person is. Who it was just a weird promo last week where the lights went out, a bad promo last week where the lights went out and then she was on the floor.
I think the other issue is the debacle that was the devil thing is still fresh in a lot of people's memories.
Exactly.
Don't really feel like I need another mystery.
But Dan, that was set up better, and it was, when that started,
payoff
it
was so
set up.
shit.
The payoff was bad, but the setup was great. So they've got so much going against them with this. They really do.
Storylines are not AEW's strong point, right?
No. I have a presentation. Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, which is funny because, like, when AEW started, they had great stories.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seems like over the last, what do you reckon, year and a half? Was it two years? I don't know. Certainly a year and a half. Certainly last year, it hasn't been that way at all.
It's all out, man. It's all out. It's
I think the problem was long before All Out.
No, I don't know if it was. You had some great stuff with like MJF and CM Punk and Omega and Paige. There were some really good stories going.
Yeah, but there was a big gap between those two stories. So it's just like, so now what was, what great multiple stories were there going on consistently? I think that every now and then, I think the thing is, especially because AEW do such great pay-per-views, I think when we look back at the pay-per-views, it can make us think that the weekly TV was perhaps better than it was because the pay-per-views delivered.
Right. Okay.
Because I haven't been, there's a lot of AEW TV that I haven't been enjoying and I've found predictable for a long while. Like it doesn't seem like it's a long while, but if we were to go back and look at when some of those shows were, we'll probably start to go, oh crap, actually, that was actually like a good year ago. Just because of how time goes,
Yeah. Time flies. Yeah, it's like I was saying to Becky, it's like 2 years since we went to our last Pro Wrestling Eve show.
Christ, it would have been because it would have been when we were at Signature Bruce. Yeah, it would have been 2021.
2020 or 2022, yeah.
Or early 2022, yeah.
It was like January 2022, so
yeah,
a long time, man.
That's crazy.
It is. Hassan votes Adam Copeland. Sorry, I didn't put a vote up. Sorry, my friend. Wait, were you at Mania? Certainly was. The old chain to the upper back area cheat. Yeah, it was. It came out of nowhere, really.
Here's the thing. I didn't have a problem with the, Willow coming out. Do you know what I mean? It being 2-1, then Willow makes it because I felt, oh, cool. You know, Willow's going to look like Brave, but then the finish was a bit like, you know, and it's like I get why they did the finish. It's just like I don't know. I don't know if it did. I know, and you know, we've got to take from it that Willow is winning. But I don't know. It just feels very extreme warfare, revenge. Like EW.
Has it been a great build for Willow? Has this match been built well? I mean, not the build has been for Mercedes and Willow with Julia Hart as an afterthought. Who's the champion?
Yeah, I just don't think the whole thing. I don't think there's anything that I can say is because I haven't really thought a great deal of any of that whole thing between them. You know what I mean? Like any of the people involved.
What even was that ending? That's how I felt. I was confused. Eve and give me a hug. Yeah, the real forbidden door. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's not even that forbidden though.
I was going to say it's actually quite good.
No new matches announced for Dynasty yet. Hopefully they add more because when their card is stacked, it's a banger. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's. Do we have the full card? At the same time, though, Michael, there's an element of some pay-per-views are overstacked and they put way too many matches on. So if they go with the matches that were announced, I think we'd get a really good show because we'd have like 20, 30-minute matches. Tony Khan backstage.
Just
interesting.
Getting up the
card. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Here we go. The EVP's coming out now. So this is the elite.
We've got 8 matches announced.
Have we?
Yeah. We have the following: Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks versus FTR.
Yeah.
Julia Hart versus Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe versus House of Black.
Yeah. Okay.
Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Kazuchika Okada versus Pac. Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly.
Is that happening? When's that been built?
I mean, yeah, that's what's written down here.
No way. That's not. I've not seen any of that. What?
And Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland.
Okay, so 8, but AEW were really guilty of putting like 12 matches on. So, yeah.
How many matches were on the last pay-per-view?
If you include the 2 for the pre-show, I bet it's 14.
Oh yeah. Well, let's have a look. So there were 13 matches with 3 matches on a pre-show, meaning 10 matches on the pay-per-view. So we've got 8 matches currently scheduled. So
there we go.
Including the pre-show, we've got 4 to 5 matches if it's based on 10 matches for the pay-per-view. Which is, do you know what? You don't need 10. 8 is enough.
I know. This is what I'm saying. But they won't do that. They'll put more on. They'll put more on. And what it'll be.
You know, the Eve shows 3 hours long, as you know.
Yeah.
And I do 6. I do try to keep to 6 matches a show.
Yeah.
You know, now the next show will have 5 matches. Well, because we've got a War Games Rules Steel Cage match on, so that's a longer match. You know, so and it's important to me that we don't. You know, I like to keep things to time.
Yeah.
So things are a little bit different than the last show because obviously.
Until Charlie Morgan and Alex Wins start killing each other in the ring. My goodness, the
match went like 40 minutes. You know.
I know. Have we watched it without Becky the day after? We both loved it, man. She was amazed, and she was like, "Oh, at this point, you can see she's really upset, and she's looking into it, and she's like, oh, look, you can tell that her facial acting there is real good." And I'm like, "Who the? Just because you're dating a wrestling superstar content creator, I said it doesn't mean you can make them comments." Jack has faith. What's going on with AEW at the moment? AEW is just a glorified in promotion at this point. Just great matches. I mean, It's more than a glorified indie promotion. It's the second biggest promotion in the Western world. So if we seriously getting another month of Willow, Mercedes staring each other down with chairs, I feel like it's already getting a little stale. I agree. AEW pay-per-views are amazing. The TV is absolutely awful right now. It's certainly been better. I used to love Dynamite from 2019 to 21. Start of 22, we went. Yeah, because Mercedes is delicate. Why they don't want her to get hurt? I don't think she's ready to wrestle, Dan. I mean,
I don't know, so I wouldn't want to say something that I don't have a
knowledge of.
I wouldn't want to say something that's inaccurate as though it's a fact. Wait, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So we got Pac, Penta, and Garcia. Man, Phoenix is really hot, isn't it? Like, Phoenix has been off for a long time.
Yeah, man. Not as long as Hater, though. Women's division needs Hater back.
So this is a tough one because Pac really needs to win here.
Oh, yeah, he does, yeah. Here's the thing, though. So obviously they're gonna do more teases for Okada Pac than we actually get them in the ring. But what we are gonna get is Penta and Okada. Let's go.
That'll be all right. I definitely think Pac and Okada is the bigger match.
Yeah, it is in terms of the pay-per-view. Yeah, but that's the pay-per-view, so you got to save it for the pay-per-view.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking as well. It's just that Pac really doesn't need to lose, and I know he won't. I know it'll be. I don't know. What do you reckon? Probably Garcia. But
what taking?
They need to make sure that there's a hot finish with Pac looking strong at the end of this. Do you know what I mean?
They do. Yeah, they do.
Whether it be Okada's backing off or something.
You need to put some sort of question.
As we all love. It's interesting because it's like it is a bit where it's like, okay, I understand why we're doing Pac and Okada. I genuinely do. But Pac's just come back, man. Like, shouldn't we give him a couple of, like a pay-per-view win and then set up Pac and Okada for the title rather than just, I don't know. It just feels like, okay, Pac, welcome back. And you're putting over Okada on the next pay-per-view. And it's just like, oh, can you give me a moment, a bit of a push first?
Yeah, but maybe that's what it's about, Dan. It's trying to give that doubt of will Pac win his match back or will Okada, and to a casual audience, an audience that isn't sort of you, who follows wrestling all the time, like you could argue we haven't seen what Okada can do as much in AEW. So, and Pac is obviously very established in AEW.
But I think even if you're a fan that follows AEW, you know that Pac ain't winning at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And, I think that's just one of the. I think that's if I have like one big criticism that is consistent of AEW, it is a lot of the times the results are very obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And
hang on, you say that, but when we have these joint streams that we do, and we have the competitions against, and we vote off against each other, and we see whose channel gets the better votes. Your channel, man, is terrible at picking votes. Let me tell you that.
I'm not the channel. I can't help it if they don't follow me.
So, guys, come and vote with us on Saturday, on Sunday.
How many did you get wrong at WrestleMania?
What matches?
Yeah, because the only one that I got one wrong. And I know that's WrestleMania. It's not so the same, but it's like I don't know. I think it's sometimes okay that you deliver what people think is going to happen. But I think
absolutely, yeah.
But absolutely. I think you have to make people care about it happening.
Yeah.
So when I guested on somebody else's stream with my WrestleMania predictions, and even the tag team ladder match, I got both teams right because it was obvious. But the whole thing was given Truth and Miz. It was really Truth, wasn't it? Given Truth and Miz, right? Yeah. So we knew that was going to happen. I think it was obvious that A-Town were going to win as well. But we wanted to see Truth win. We wanted to see Cody win. We wanted to see Rock win because we want to see Cody v Rock. We wanted to see a lot of these results happen.
Mm-hmm.
With Pac and Okada, we all know that Okada's winning, and I don't think any of us really care because we're like, oh, it's going to be a good match. The problem with, oh, that's going to be a good match is it doesn't generate emotion during the match.
Yeah.
We're just watching it like fireworks because we know what the result is inevitable, so we're just kind of going along with it. Whereas
why was Matt Jackson just thrusting in the face of Pac? Excuse me.
Why not?
Okay, cool. He's an EVP, damn it. You can't do that as an EVP. Ask the WWE. Sorry to cut you off.
No, I just think that's just the difference. It's like it's okay to give people what we know is going to happen, so long as we want it to happen and we care about it happening. When it's an expectation that we're just, that's cool. Like then it just doesn't have the same thing. No. And I just think that like Pac, imagine if Pac was on, imagine if Okada had been there a little bit longer, Pac had been back and been on a run, and then we got that match.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. As many as Tony doesn't want to be him on screen character, they just made him look bad. They certainly did. Hey, Aunt Shazam, lol. One of my friends says AEW is very WCW, and mate, it's right. If it's very WCW, 98, 99 double O's, it'd be doing better numbers than WWE right now because the 98 period was the boom time of WCW. Let's be perfectly.
98 is when they started to lose.
What 90? So 97 was when, but there was still the promotion was still hot.
95, 96, 97, 96, 97, and into part of 98 was when WCW were the real deal. 99, 2000 is when everything started to go to shit. Now you're right, there would be more people watching, but it doesn't quite work. It's not a fair comparison because television is so different back then to now.
It is, and people are viewing their wrestling in a different way.
So, like, so that's not quite like but there was more people watching wrestling back then as well. You know what I mean? Overall, so it's not quite the fair comparative.
Saturday night,
more people watching wrestling television live as it happens.
Yeah, but people consume it differently as well, and the YouTube's.
Yeah,
Matt's doing the commentary on. Why is Matt doing the commentary?
You'll never get a television rating like anything near what they used to be. But I mean, it's pretty much the same for most things as well.
Yeah. What about Tony Storm versus Thunder Rosa? Welcome, Chip Freely. I'm excited for it, but I don't think the build for it's been that great, Chip. It's been a very similar build to what they did with Deonna, and I didn't think that build was done very well either. And in terms of matches, like the last 3 weeks, we've seen Mariah May in a match each week.
May I ask your lovely chat a question?
Of course you can.
I mean, do you have a poll going at the moment? Actually,
I certainly do.
And how's the poll? What's the poll showing right now?
80% of people think the Elite's going to win.
Yeah, there's some good shit in the ring right now with Nick Jackson.
Well, good. And the crowd are into it. Look, they're on their feet, Dan. This has got way more than the first match, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is good. Well, to be fair, they're getting in. Like, did I say Matt? I saying Nick. I got the wrong Jackson. Anyway, it's really good shit. And I think I think a lot of people want to believe that the Bucks are bad guys. So I think it's okay for them to lean into the. I think it's good that they're heels.
Yeah.
Because so many people just seem to be determined that they really are bad guys in real life, and they're anything but.
I can imagine. You're right. People do want to see them as the bad guys in this, but
oh my god! What Pac? It's so funny that he's called the Bastard. One of the loveliest guys you'll ever meet in life.
Yeah, right.
Same guy now he was, like, same salt of the earth, proper real dude. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Fame never hit him, never changed him.
No, good. We've got Carter in, and we're after that beautiful little segment from Pac where he got all this sort of great offense. We're having the Elite take over him now. He's able to battle them off though. No, he's not.
Nice.
Garcia on a 3-match win streak. Has he wrestled since November? ? Probably
Right,
on
that's
Rampage.
Hardly anyone knows.
Yeah, probably on Rampage. Penta saving Pac with a boot to the back of Okada's head.
Great beat as well.
My dream scenario for Dynasty during the FTR Bucks match, the Motor City Machine Guns debut, and we see the full new Elite with Okada, Bucks, heel Hangman Page, and Jack Perry. Wow. That's
Sling Blade from Penta. Sling Blade from Penta.
He's good, man.
Yeah, made in Japan. On Okada and one of the Bucks will make the save. There we go.
Great.
I mean, this was always going to be a fun match, you know.
Oh yeah, man. Jeff says,
how many people in the chat, may I ask? Well, let me ask everyone in the chat this. Who do you think is going to win between Pac and Okada at the pay-per-view?
There we go. Get your votes down.
Just write it down. Write who you think is going to win. Oh, there's the Arn Anderson.
The net breaker. DDT.
No, the fake, and then into the DDT.
Oh, was it? I missed it.
Yeah.
Cut down. Pat going up and over. Oh, beautiful cutter. Off the apron. God, and he delivers it with so much like sharpness, Dan.
Pac is incredible, brother. Like,
yeah.
I know we already know that, but like
to be like offered the periods of times that he is and then come back and just smash it. It's great.
Yeah.
That's talent. That's special, yeah. Right. Not everyone can do that, Dan.
No. Carter and Patton, it's important with these two because, you know, like, I don't know if people realize the magic that these two can create. But in order for wrestling to really create magic, you have to really buy into either, you know, winning. Mm-hmm. Like, I think, you know, not to put, you know, I know how this sounds, but I mean, Pac on the top right. Oh, what a bump!
Oh, what a bump! There we go.
Let me just press pause.
Apparently so. There we go.
That was a great bump. And
I see what you're saying. This,
you know,
believable, but also landing on his shoulder, on his back.
But like, if you look at like the Alex Winter Charlie Morgan match, imagine if you knew without a doubt who was winning.
Oh yeah. You know, I get what you're saying.
All those bumps and all the crazy shit they did. You know, because it'd just be like you'd be waiting with the expectation for the finish.
Yeah,
but people couldn't be sure.
Yeah,
I think most people with a prediction would have predicted Charlie to win.
Yeah,
but regardless, like it's just so important that you buy into both wrestlers.
Tombstone. Yeah, I've genuinely done.
That was beautiful. Sorry, you very rarely see someone the sling blade, and that was so beautifully done.
There we go. Oh, Paul Daniel Garcia. Taking everything right now.
And frustrating. Here's the thing, right? Not only did we call, mate, his shoulders are up.
They are, yeah. But I do kind of like it in terms of that stunned position, just can't even like control his body. 62% of people voted for the Elite to win. Well done, people. I have a criticism. If you're a big star with tons of ability, then don't make people wait 4 months to see what they can really do. Like Jeff has never seen Mercedes wrestle, but you could care less right now. Yeah, I hate him.
Just regards to what I was saying, it's like we all knew that Okada and the Bucks were winning, But like, I even got the person that was laying down right, and that's not me putting myself over. I think 90% of people watching this match probably also all knew that it would be Garcia that was there to lay down.
Well, 60%. Well, yeah, about 60% of our audience got it wrong though, as well. And you do find that in your chat as well. Like, it's surprising the votes aren't as obvious
That
as you
was
think.
not fun. That was like low. So the match between FTR and the Young Bucks is a ladder match. What do you think about that? Does that make you want to see it more or less?
Is it?
Yeah.
Didn't know. Did they announce that on the? I don't know.
I think they announced it last week.
Did they? No. What do I think about that?
Does that make you want to see the match more, less, or different?
Yes, but not because of. Oh, he's gone back to the hammer gimmick. Nice call back to the old Death Triangle there with the ring bell hammer. He was using that against Omega a lot, weren't they? In the matches when there was a feud with the Elite and there was constantly bringing in the ring hammer. Anyway, does it make me want to see it more? Yeah, probably, but that's only because I'm a fan of good wrestling and I don't think they've done anything to build up that feud well. So from my point of view, yes, because I know that they can do some incredible things with ladders as talent. In terms of story, no, it makes no sense to be a ladder match whatsoever.
I am assuming, and I could be wrong, it's one of two reasons. Number one, so that it's not just a wrestling match and to do something different. Number two, so that they can do a fuck finish with the Bucks winning.
Maybe so.
Without pinning. Do you know what I mean?
I think the Bucks should be winning at the minute, to be perfectly honest. They're not doing anything with FTR anyway. I don't know what.
To do something. I agree that I think the Bucks should go over, although you also do need to have a program for FTR. I'm not a big believer. I think it's from because of how WWE have treated tag team wrestling. I think people are so used to only seeing the tag teams that are in a title match in a feud. They're not used to seeing tag teams on the undercard feuding as well as the teams in the title match. The WWE have been significantly better at that since Vincey Boy left.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But the problem with all this, Dan, is the reason you can't get FTR into a long feud is because when's Dash going to go off with his lawsuit?
He won't be off for long for that.
It could be risky in terms of programming, man. He might not be off for long for it, but if he's off for the build for the pay-per-view,
I don't see why he would need to be.
What, go to court?
Yeah. I don't see why he'd need to miss, unless there's court dates on TV days. I don't see why he would need to really miss. It's like it's not.
Also, is it going to be bad press at the time? Like, if you've got a wrestler who's going through this court case, which could potentially be
case though in many ways, isn't it?
Not necessarily, because there's so many civil court cases that are being televised at the minute as well in terms of YouTube and stuff like that. Especially with the name in it, dude, you could get some bad promotion. Like, you've got to be careful with that.
Is there any? I mean, let me ask you this: do you think any of the promotion they get from that is really going to be worse than the CM Punk stuff recently?
You could argue that all promotion is good promotion, Dan. Is what I'd say. But do I think it's bad? Yes, I think it's bad because any sort of ongoing...
From a business and advertiser perspective,
court cases are different, man.
Yeah, no, that was just a joke, really, just because the amount of...
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, but the CM Punk shit isn't bad because it wasn't on the front of Times Magazine.
Yeah.
Anyone outside of our wrestling community do not give a shit about all of the CM Punk footage being shown. Now, if CM Punk was to say that in UK law it's actually the CCTV footage belongs to the person as thingy, then we could be looking at a different thing. But he won't do that, I think. I know Okada can freaking go, but they should be blowing it up at the first match. Ospreay is obviously the exception. I mean, it's interesting, Jeff. What I'd say is that we've got these 3 great wrestlers. All 3 are great wrestlers in terms of what we've seen. And because you don't have much of sort of a knowledge outside of AEW, which is cool, absolutely cool. That's part of the audience, Jeff. And what you're saying is out of them 3 signees, you really know who the guy is, and it's Ospreay. That's interesting. It's really interesting, Jeff. Oh, Jericho's coming out. It's a shiny new toy thing. Shows them off and doesn't, and either overuses them or doesn't. I feel like they're doing a good job with Ospreay, which is ironic because I thought when they started the collar thing, I didn't think it was going to work. It genuinely is, and I think that when they get to that blood and guts match with BCC, there's going to be a lot of story going into that. That's going to be really good.
I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, obviously, when you got to watch the Alex Wins and Charlie Morgan match back the next day, we were able to lean in a little bit to the story that he's been telling in AEW, and he brought it up, and he made a point in the commentary. Iron sharpens iron, and so
Iron sharpens iron. That's right. Yeah, clever man, clever. Also, give me Ospreay and Pac. Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Chip says, "Give me Ospreay, Pac." Yeah, give me it, but give me a bit of time as well. We can't have Pac losing to
yeah, exactly. Like exactly as you said, give me it, but let's not have him be losing, 2 on a trot.
Remember when Rampage was must see? When was that? Oh, the first 2 episodes or 3 episodes. Okada, says Deonna. Yeah, man. Hey guys, Nemeth, welcome. I say Rainmaker beats Pac. Yeah, I think so, Todd. Chip did.
It's fucking Dappy from N-Dubs.
What, the way that he looks with the silly thing on his head?
What we got going on here? Is this like some sort of mediation?
Honestly, I'm bored. Yeah, it's probably a mediation. I think it's a Tony Schiavone mediation between Tony Schiavone counseling between Hook and Jericho.
This is so Vince era Raw.
Yeah, it's shit. It's garbage. Chip did watch 9 pitches. Lol, when I had the same idea. WWE is better. Charlie Brooks, welcome. Hope you're having a good day and hope you're enjoying AEW today.
WWE is better. Sometimes
it is. Sometimes
AEW is better. Sometimes WWE is better. WWE is on fire right now.
Oh, WrestleMania. I got a few wrong as well because I meant to say that earlier because you were talking about the WrestleMania predictions. I got a few wrong. I got Cody and Reigns wrong.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did. Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is Cody's gimmick? Cody's gimmick is finish a story. What do you not?
Story is
it's done.
Story. His gimmick
it's done.
No,
his gimmick is finish. No, his gimmick at the minute is finish a story.
No,
dude, it is. The fans have made it that way, and WWE's leaned into it, and that's fine. But the story's finished now. I don't need. I mean, and what's happened now? I don't get it.
It's only been 1 week or 2 weeks. Give them a moment.
No. What they've done is they've teased The Rock, right?
Yeah.
But I honestly, I don't get it. I wouldn't have done it because guess what, right? First of all, the match that was built up and the build to that pay-per-view. By the way, not watching AEW right now. It's Jericho and Hook. Who gives a shit? So they're probably going to have a match on Sunday. Who gives a shit? So you've got this gimmick and finish the story. You've got the potential to have a Madison Square Garden match where his father never won the thing and have the finish the story pay-per-view. And you can't do that now because the story's done.
Well, at some point, that part of the story had to come to an end.
Absolutely. Well,
now was the time. You couldn't do it.
But you also had the Rock involved. I wasn't interested in seeing Reigns versus Cody at that point. I was more interested in seeing the Rock versus Cody because that's what they built.
Of course. But that was always going to be either like a SummerSlam or a Saudi or next year's WrestleMania.
But why didn't they have Reigns beat Hogan's record? Because that's what they want to do.
Who cares about the record? It's about money.
I agree. I think it's ridiculous, but I also think maybe Vince cared more than
Yeah, I think you use statistics to back up your story. You you don't manipulate the story just for a statistics view if it doesn't affect your money.
I'm just concerned about losing your gimmick. That's what I feel that
you're absolutely right. It was always going to be, hey, me and Sapphire. I always knew that the second Sapphire completed her story, if if I didn't get the belt and start off and start changing, the crowd will just start turning on her and booing her.
Yeah, and you swapped that title pretty quickly, and I didn't think you was going to swap that title quickly.
Yeah, I did, because I knew what way it was going to go.
Yeah,
and it was basically how I felt with Cody, and it is going to be difficult once you complete the story. It's very difficult, especially when it's an epic story, and it was an epic story.
It was brilliant.
Right. So, and how not every sequel is Terminator 2.
No, exactly.
Very few sequels are Terminator 2. Most are Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get that sequel right, and that is the situation that WWE is in. But you can't avoid getting to that point. At some point, you have to do it, and that was the situation.
Yeah,
otherwise,
I think they had more story to tell with that. I really do. I think you had the Rock and Reigns to tell.
Yeah,
I think
that's further. That'll be after Cody.
But I still think that could have been for the title.
Bloodline Civil War thing that we're building for.
Yeah. Because the story was never about Cody. The people were like be talking about Cody in 10 years' time. They'll be talking about the Bloodline, and they'll be talking about that Bloodline feud and the Bloodline thing. This will be the Bloodline time.
Oh, Jericho shoves Taz down.
And notice, Dan, how we don't need to watch any of the talking or any of the promo or any of the
knew what was going to happen.
GCSE drama bullshit, and we can finally
because we knew what was going to happen. We knew it was just building up for Hook turning him down, Taz getting in, Taz getting shoved, and then Hook coming up. Because we weren't going to get two. We weren't going to get two. Well, I sure hope we're not going to get two sons.
Okada gets his arm raised and Pac is looking at the lights. Remember that Omega Pac Iron Man match back in the day? That was freaking awesome. It certainly was. That was that Dynamite as well? I'm sure it was. Oh, it's shit, Dan. I'm so fed up with Jericho, Dan.
Jericho's got a mic, so I'm assuming. We're waiting for something.
Dude, Jericho needs to go on tour with Fozzy.
Funny that someone in the chat literally just wrote "fuck off Jericho."
It does, man. It's just boring. We just need a break from Jericho.
But I don't know what his quarter hours are. He could be a ratings giver. And here's the thing: as much the storyline of how people learn from Jericho is also something that is real.
Oh yeah.
So every time Hook shares the ring with Jericho, Hook is learning.
Absolutely. And nothing happened at the end. There we go. I can exclusively reveal Ant always stands up and claps when the plane lands. I don't get it, Jackie boy. I actually like the EVP gimmick 100%. I think it's great. RIP Daniel Garcia's win streak. We hardly knew you. My girlfriend asked if Mercedes is a sister of Sasha. Very good, Jack. She certainly is. Jack, do they look alike?
I don't know who Sasha Mone is.
Sasha Mone. Very good. But a bunch. I mean, Perry obviously interfering in the ladder match to win it for the Bucks, right? Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm down with that.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I'd be really down with that. I've never seen them together. Still think Cash should lean in and join the Bang Bang Gang.
Jeff's on form tonight.
Oh, what? Sorry? I know, Jeff's he's on form every week, but this week he is especially on form. Zakara Khan, welcome, says, oh yeah. Does MJF or Jack Perry return on Sunday also? Any debuts? Maybe a lot of people say Motor City Machine Guns debuting. Interesting.
I would have personally, I'd love to have seen Motor City Machine Guns go WWE, not AEW. I don't like it's no thing. It's just that it's like We know what we're going to get with Motor City Machine Guns in AEW.
Yeah.
But I'd be interested to see what they could do in WWE.
Yeah. There we go. Jericho, Miplet rolling the eyes. Ecto one hull, yeah. Let's go, Zach.
Hey!
Tony Khan is Dixie Carter 2.0. It's not that bad, Jake. It's not that bad, Jake. Is it over yet? Lol. I just want I just want to see British people fight. Yeah, well, get Ospreay in is what I say. Okay, Chip, I'll break.
Where are you from, person that said that?
Yeah, where are you from? I'm with Ant. Cody is all about his dad. Cody's gimmick is about his dad, not him. Yeah, man, it was weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. And I think they've done a damn good job with it, but what's happening? Has he got black eyes? Or makeup? What's going on, Dan?
I don't know. I was just wondering that. Is that supposed to be a black eye thing, or is that supposed to be a makeup thing? I generally don't know.
Here comes Mariah May for the third time.
Tony's gear, because she does look like Tony did when she wrestled in Eve.
Yeah, she does, yeah. Have you ever worked with Mariah May, Dan?
No.
Oh. Cody's gimmick will always be that neck tattoo, says Jeff. Jeff! Man. Oh, here she is. New outfit tonight. She's got the convertible outfit on. The
truth of the matter is, Mariah May, when she was on the indies over here, was not very good.
Right. I don't know how good she is right now.
No. The thing is, right?
Certainly not 3 weeks in a row, Dan.
Bandwagon because she competed in Stardom. Without understanding that in Stardom, like, the matches are rehearsed. Umpteenth time, she was in with some of the best wrestlers in the world. Yeah. And when I mean that the matches are rehearsed, the matches aren't just rehearsed, they're literally written down in a book.
Yeah.
Bit for bit.
Right,
and like when you can rehearse bit for bit and you are working with the best wrestlers in the world, some of the best wrestlers in the world, and mainly, do you know what I mean? Like, it's different.
Yeah.
Arriving at the venue a couple of hours beforehand, putting your match together and doing a bunch of stuff in there. You know?
Sorry, Dan, just 1 second. Why does Deonna Purrazzo come out in the best outfit that she's ever come out in AEW tonight?
I don't know. Right.
Suddenly the presenter is a star.
But
anyway,
sorry, there's a big difference between, you know, having your match like that and then, you know, like, so this is Mariah's real test.
Yeah, against someone like Deonna, yeah,
you know, like, you're not getting to, although Deonna, but she's still in there with someone that's really good, you know? But you would hope that when you're on TV in this kind of promotion. Whereas we look at last week's match with Anna Jay, and it was just like, oh, that was a bad match.
Yeah.
And the thing about that was most people that, and I feel bad saying this, but a lot of people that are within wrestling knew going in that those two weren't going to gel well.
But not just that, Dan. But it's like they'd got a lot of more eyeballs on the product last week because they'd done this.
They had a terrible show.
It was garbage, apart from the first match, which I thought was really good.
I literally, and the thing is about that first match, we all need a result as well.
Yeah, we did.
We knew Penta weren't beating Adam Copeland.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like it's a whole new challenge for Mariah May right now. And the thing is, well, is Mariah May is again around some of the best, like, she's in a program where she's with Tony all the time, so she can learn from Tony. She's in a match with Deonna Purrazzo right now, so she can learn from Deonna Purrazzo. And I think that, like, last week's match with Anna Jay kind of shows what you need to be doing with Mariah. Because people got all on the Mariah May bandwagon based on her, you know, Japan stint, but they just didn't have the understanding that is a whole different world. That is a whole different world. People often go, it's like, why aren't they as good in America or when they go to so-and-so as they ever are when in Japan? It's because it's a different world of putting matches together.
Interesting. Jericho is going to do something to Taz and Hook. There we go. You got it. He's a mega babyface of the WWE, though. Sorry, Dan. I just want to get through some comments because I'm a bit behind. I can't believe a blonde guy bringing up dead dads is a thing in wrestling. There we go. The time was later in the year for Cody. Yeah, I think so too. Also, when are we getting Orange versus Trent at Dynasty? Is that what we're getting? Because I don't feel like they've had a 1 week angle and then a video. But Orange Cassidy's fighting tonight, isn't he? I think so we might get that as well.
Orange, sorry, just checking now.
I think Orange Cassidy is fighting. It was announced earlier on. I think he's fighting. Who's the dude that won the 3-way the other week? Can't remember the name.
Can't see him in an announced match just yet.
I want Taz to put Jericho in a sleeper hold, says, yeah, so did we.
Oh, sorry, you mean Orange Cassidy's working tonight? Yeah, he's on tonight's show.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll probably set up him and Trent for dinner.
I would imagine that'll be set up for the pay-per-view, yeah.
But why, man? Way too quick for something like that. Way too quick for something like that.
Maybe we'll get something else in a setup.
Best friends, 4 years.
Why are the crowd shouting we want tables? I'm glad some fans are shouting no, we don't. Good.
Maybe Hook should have stuck with the silent thing, says Jeff. Yeah, maybe. But Jericho's in the ring, and if Jericho's producing it, I want him to talk.
To be fair, though, he's going to have to learn to talk at some point.
Well,
when you're someone like Jade Cargill, Hook, you know, when you're coming in and you're learning on TV, it's just the brutality, is it? That you know you are literally learning on TV because you haven't had the indies to learn, and that's what the independents are. The independents, not necessarily for everyone, but like the independents for everyone when you're new, is that's your college, that's your school, that's your university. You know, that is where you learn. And if you don't have the independents, if you have skipped the independents, like a Hook, like a Jade Cargill, and others, then we're going to be seeing all of those issues that you have live on television.
But we shouldn't be putting them on the premiere show, Dan.
Yeah, can't argue.
You know. Let's go. I used to love Jericho, but he is like his books. Initially brilliant, but 3 and 4 are last minute gives that best, right? I just need a break. That's all, man. That's all. It was after the whole accusations thing and all that, and then his character suddenly changes in this really bizarre way, and we all just feel the sort of fakeness of it and hypocrisy of it, and it's just, I'm just not following the story of Jericho. So get him to go away for a bit, and I'll miss him. They've just done it with Moxley. He wrestled in Japan. Jericho doesn't even have to go away. You can go wrestle in Japan for a little bit. Build some excitement back with Jericho, you know? Ghostbusters 1 and 2 are my favorite movies.
Literally skip over Ghostbusters 1 and 2, their favorite films.
Say again, sorry.
You just literally. Oh, there we go.
No, I did say it. I did say it.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Why do you want to talk about it? Please don't talk about it.
Why not?
Because you're like the biggest. How many times have you seen Frozen Empire now?
12, 13 booked for tonight. As in Thursday night. I'm booked in screen 12 tonight, and it'll be for my 13th time.
Here we go. That's why, Dan. That's why. But you're enjoying it, aren't you? You're living your best life, Dan.
I love Ghostbusters so much. Hey, did you see the were you there? Yeah, you were there. Did you see the fans that gave me Ghostbusters stuff at the last show?
No.
Oh, mate, there was one fan that got a friend of his in America to get me the Ghost Trap popcorn bucket, basically from America.
Oh, nice.
Another fan had got me some Ghostbusters pin badges. Like,
nice. Oh, wow. That's awesome.
The benefit of having, fans of a product.
Yeah, man. Johnny Loves Taya. Has anyone watched that? Let us know in chat if you've watched it. I want to know your opinion on it. Is it worth watching? I don't know what it is. Deonna, Tony 2.0. Let's go. Okay, I'll Bryant with a traffic cone. I vote for Deonna Purrazzo. I love it when I make people laugh. Thank you. You're welcome, Jackie boy. Hook defo got better at the mic skills, says David. David enjoying his mic skills there. Oh,
he didn't say that he was enjoying it. He just said Hook's got better.
He's got better. After this match, I've got an All Elite crate to open up as well, guys. So I will be doing that on stream.
1, 2, no.
How's the match been? Sorry, I've been commenting.
It's been fine. Deonna's look good. Like Deonna, when you watch Deonna, look at how Deonna moves.
Yeah.
You believe that like she's in control. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you believe, she looks like she owns the ring in there.
Saying that, who is it Deonna had a match with that's like the worst match of the year so far?
Oh, Madison, yeah, but
that was awful.
We all knew going as soon as we saw that match coming in, it was like, oh, that is not going to be. Again, this is all Tony's moves.
Yeah. Let me guess, this match will end up with Tony and Maria getting up on Deonna and Thunder, running down with a chair to make the save. Yeah, probably. Are you all right, Dan? Oh, you're going to show the... Jack got the Lego Ecto 1 for his 28th, proudly been on my shelf, fully made for 8 years in June. Dan, show us yours.
I missed the finish.
And here comes Thunder Rosa. Sorry?
What was the finish?
I missed it. Well, Deonna won. Oh, she attacked Luther. Nice.
Oh.
Under. Over. Kickity kick. Pushing out Mariah May. Like the fact they've got her out in street clothes, man.
Why is Deonna getting in Rosa's face?
They did it last week where last week after Tony had attacked Thunder, she'd smeared the makeup in her eyes, so she didn't bother watching the TV to see that Deonna was helping her. So she's confused as to why she was there.
Right.
Thunder Rosa standing tall before the pay-per-view. That's why. So I mean, clearly they're trying to unhand me.
No, like that. That's quite a heel thing to do, isn't it? Unless that was done to her. Did Tony do that to Rosa?
She smeared makeup on her face. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She smeared hair makeup. She threw the champagne in her face and then used that to smear the makeup in her face.
Got you.
I don't hate it, but I don't think it's like,
Yeah.
It just feels like quick built-up feuds that, like, there's no depth to it.
Yeah. Can't really, argue any of that.
Johnny Loves Taya sounds meh. I've not seen it, man, so I can't really comment. Problem is, I already saw that once.
Either. I don't watch any of those kind of shows. Holy crap.
We have a lot of that problem with AEW, Jeff, especially the week before the pay-per-view where they redo angles a lot. And this feels like a very heavy, talky show, which is clearly them trying to make sure they've set up everything up as they wanted to. Ghostbusters Throne on Empire is great. Me and 3 of my friends are being the Ghostbusters for Halloween. What you need, Chip, is one more friend. I see Deonna winning. She certainly will. Whoa, didn't expect that. Roll up. Nice Thunder Rosa. I'm regularly a Ghostbuster for Halloween. Plan to be this year too. But due to many, I want to put an Eve patch on a pocket of the flight suit. Oh, mate, have we got Eve patches?
Emily's literally doing them. We actually did have Eve patches, but they sold out.
Oh, mate, I want
Emily is having more done.
What's the state of your match at the minute? Is it back with you yet? Are you not allowed to talk about it?
Well, I mean, I'm allowed to talk about it, and it's just being sorted. It's
been sorted.
Yeah.
Way. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want my Eve
very
match.
particular, and Emily's the same. We're very particular. We want to make sure that like everything done matches what the ethos and everything is for Eve. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just throw it out for the sake of it. By the way,
I hear you.
Here's my. How cool.
What is it?
It's the ghost trap. Look.
No, I mean, is it like a Lego thing or?
No, this is what the fan gave me, Chris.
Wow.
I'll show you. So this is in America, they had this as a popcorn bucket.
No way. That's an amazing popcorn bucket.
And then, and it lights up and everything. It's so
That's cool as shit.
For a popcorn bucket? It's like $30 though. My wife has come down now and
I heard Emily.
And my wife is like, why can I hear my name being mentioned? Why are you talking about me? What's going on?
Blow her a kiss for me, Dan. Emily was so lovely at the shows.
You
as
just
well.
told me to suck your tit for him.
No, I didn't say that.
No, he said suck your tit. He said suck.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't say that. I said blow her a kiss, man. Be romantic.
Well, she's put them away now. Thanks, mate.
Well, there we go,
I'm
stream.
onto one there, and then there you are. He said blow her a kiss for me. She blew one.
She blew me. Thank you. That's great. Tony's. Blew me a kiss. Yeah. Tony Storm getting drawn on with makeup. AEW is starting to feel like 2017 WWE. Is it? No, it's not. It can't be, dude. Because 2017 WWE. The problem with that was repeated matches, and they're still trying to do fresh matches, but it's leading to the same problem with disengaging stories. There we go. How about that? The Bang Bang Gang needs to win those belts and resurrect their importance. Yeah, they do. That's awesome, says Deonna. She loves your
Should I have whiskey?
Yeah, should I have
a sleeping pill?
I never tire of that.
Drugs or whiskey? Bit of both, huh?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to open this box up, Dan, if that's all good.
Please do.
Let's see what we get. The All Elite Crate 2024. It's a special one. I'm not gonna see what is in it. I might put it off bigger screen so people can see it.
Here we go.
What are we going at? What are we getting excited about?
We're getting excited over my Konami branded rice.
Konami branded rice?
Yes. This
Get
is
in.
A present that Konami gave me that she sold on one of her shows. And it was literally a packet of rice.
Yeah.
It's Konami branded rice.
It's been wrapped in paper and glued at either end. Nice.
Crazy.
Konami branded rice. Let's talk about this AEW crate. I'm going to hide this because I think that this is going to make Dan very jealous just from the top of that. So we'll save that until the end. And there we go. We've got a sticker, Dan.
Who could that be for?
It's for Will Ospreay, Dan. It's bruv. Let's go, bruv. Let's have a look at this.
Who says bruv?
Who says bruv? Anyone from your neck of the woods?
Anyone from my neck of the woods, that's right.
Let's have a look at this t-shirt. Oh, okay. I quite like that. That's timeless Tony Storm.
And what
nice
did this AEW crate knock you back?
It's about 45 quid, I think.
Okay, so it's looking like it's pretty good goddamn value.
The two t-shirts in themselves, but you wait and see what else you get, man. There we go. Exciting. Tony Storm t-shirt there. So there's a good look at that. But the videos, when I do them separately, they don't do very well. So I'm like, I'll open them up on stream. And normally I don't have anyone else here with me. Oh, this is cool.
Way to the ring now.
A micro brawler. This time it is a bizarre one. Prince Nana.
That's so cool. And if you look at the position, the pose as well.
Yeah. That is the coolest micro brawler I've got from them, for sure. I'm not a fan of micro brawlers normally, but that is a cool one.
The Martina one's good as well.
The which one?
There's a session with Martina micro brawler.
Oh, hey, sir, I've not seen it. Cool.
Yeah.
Right, we've got a micro brawler mini special edition pack. Yeah, I think so. This is Christian Cage. The odds of getting is 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, or 1 to 20, or only one made, a metallic rare gold one. Oh, let's see. Am I going to get the gold one, guys? Build the hype up in the stream. That's what streamers do.
That's the sound of the rice drumming right there. The rock solid rice of Konami's. Doing a drum roll for you.
I've got to get a scissors.
Where are you gone? This is going to be the longest drum roll for a fucking micro mini brawler.
Right, I needed a knife. I needed a knife, man. And we're still on the entrance, so don't worry, guys. And it is the one of two. That's right. I got the worst one you can get, apparently.
Who is it?
There we go. Christian Cage. There was all Christian Cages.
Is it?
Yeah, let me show you the.
Alex
There you go. So those were the odds, and I got the most obvious one. There we go.
No, basically.
Let's see what else we get in the pack. It continues. We have a straw, Dan.
You have a straw?
Yeah, who's that for?
I don't know. Someone who hates turtles.
Sorry?
Someone that hates turtles because straws are killing the turtles.
Can you see that? Well, it's a metal straw.
No one good. It's a metal straw.
Someone who loves turtles.
Someone who loves turtles, then.
No, it's drink the Haterade.
Oh, it's a Jamie Hater straw.
It's a Jamie Hater straw. That's right. I have a Jamie Hater straw.
Text to see if she even knows if that's a thing.
There you go. Messaging Jamie Hater right now to let her know. Do you know there's a straw out for you? Here we go. This is a pin badge. Pin badge is the new Dark Order logo this week. That's okay. Metal badge. Cool.
Oh, you don't want me to wake you up?
What else have we got? Sorry, guys, this is taking forever. We've got a DVD, right? So the last two DVDs have been garbage. It's been like dark matches, greatest hits of dark matches that you can watch free on YouTube. This, however, my goodness, look at this. Kenny Omega pay-per-view collection on DVD.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, right? The dark ones have never been opened. This, mate.
Oh, hold on a second. Hey, chat. Who do you think's going to win this match? Orange Cassidy or Shane Taylor? Shane Taylor, who has a big singles win record on Dynamite.
So the tag match, the matches that are on this is the AEW Revolution 2020 tag team match. Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus Young Bucks. I think I voted that as my match of the year that year. It was phenomenal, that tag match. AEW World Title Eliminated Tournament Final, Kenny Omega versus Adam Page from Full Gear 2020. The AEW Double or Nothing 2021 match, which was Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy versus Pac. It's another decent one. The AEW World Championship match, Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage at All Out. That was after Christian Cage had won the Impact Championship off him on one of the early episodes of Collision, I believe. The New Japan Forbidden Door match, Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, once again voted as one of my matches of the year last year. And the AEW Tag Team Title shot versus disbandment match, the Golden Jets versus the Young Bucks. That was at Full Gear 2023. Some good matches on that, man. Good matches on that.
Yeah, very good.
What else do I get? I get a poster. It keeps going, Dan. This box is just
not a lot.
Deep.
45 quid.
Yeah. I hate this. Normally we get some really good. It might be 55, but still, it's good value.
What shirt is that you're wearing right now?
That is a Orange Cassidy Double or Nothing poster. Normally they do like vintage wrestling posters where they do like, do you know, the old style lineup. What match is this? What t-shirt am I wearing right now? This is a band called the Lounge Kittens, who are a really good band who do.
Right, the top one. I thought that was Jamie for a moment. That top.
That was Jamie. No,
yes,
man, that's
Jamie.
Yeah, she's amazing. Currently working on 6, I think. Anyway, she's the Lounge Kittens are a great lounge cover band of Slipknot and stuff like that. It's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've got a signed poster. Let's see who the signed poster is from. I'll reveal it from the bottom and we'll go through. I hope this is more entertaining than what's happening on screen because it doesn't look like anything's happening. Oh, it's we got that now. It's Evil Uno. Of course it is. Yeah. There we go. Evil Uno.
And if anyone wants to see Evil Uno in an intergender Lego death match
with Jimmy Havoc
YouTube channel.
There you go. Yeah, head on over to Pro Wrestling. The link is in the description, guys. Right, and then I've got another t-shirt here, Dan.
All right.
Any guesses?
Yeah, Sting.
It's Sting. Of course, it's Sting.
That is a cool shirt, brother.
There we go, man.
That is a cool shirt.
That is a cool shirt.
Yeah.
Like I say,
look at the detail. Look at the depth on those nostrils.
I like all this, man. I like the
the backing of it is really cool.
The backing of it is really nice.
Shane Taylor's a big boy.
Who? Sorry, Shane Taylor. He is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
so that is a T-shirt. That is really cool.
What? This is the issue, like with Dynamite, is matches like this.
I mean, I'm not interested in this whatsoever.
No, because why should you be?
No.
Like both, no one debates the fact that they're both good wrestlers. It's just that why should we care?
Yeah. There we go, guys. So there's my All Elite crate for this week.
The Sting shirt is great.
Thanks,
What do we
man.
give that All Elite crate out of 10, chat? What do we give it out of 10?
Yeah, that's good.
Rate
Good one.
the crate.
Rate the crate. Let's go,
crate.
baby. I'd say that's a nice 7. I think that's a nice 7. I like the 2 T-shirts this month. Sometimes I don't think any of them are outstanding, but I think they're cool. They did a CM Punk one that was really, really good. It was a dog collar match, CM Punk. I don't normally like T-shirts with people on them, but it was a really well done one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of T-shirts with people on them either.
I say that, and then I wear Ghost T-shirts all the time that has someone on them. But I mean, different. I think the DVD is pretty amazing, and I will open that and watch that. To be honest with you, a real nice way to just watch some good Kenny Omega matches. And then the Evil Uno autograph is about standard to what we normally get anyway. The sticker I could care less about because I don't really do stickers. But the Jamie Hayter straw I like.
Oh, you could put the sticker on your laptop or something.
Yeah, I could do. Yeah, I really like the Jamie Hayter straw. I love it when they do they do a lot of like gimmick things. I've got like a potato chip. Potato chip. What am I on about? Crisps. Crisp bag sealer. That's branded as Hook.
That's cool.
Which is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun because that's different stuff.
Exactly. They did like a bottle opener that was branded as Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, I didn't realise Go-Go was outside.
Yeah, Go-Go was in the 3-way last week with Shane Taylor when they won the match. Oh, massive clothesline there from Shane Taylor.
I know, like, a Go-Go got on the wrong side of some people, with a silly thing that he did.
Oh, did he?
I know a Go-Go, and, he's just green and new to the business and was trying to do. Do you know what I mean?
I know nothing about it, Madu.
Oh, wow, that's all right then. But my interactions with the Go-Go have always been super positive.
Yeah.
And he learned to wrestle, at our place at the residence.
Yeah. You said yeah.
He's a good dude.
He's young as well, so he's got a long way to go. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I want to go
hard,
deep.
when he was going across, during the world closing down, and he would work over there. He had to spend 10 days locked up. He had to fly from here to Orange Punch. There we go, 3 count. He had to fly from here to one country, stay there for several days, and then fly from there to another country. Be locked up in a hotel there for several days before he could even get to America to work.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay, Lee Moriarty holding Anthony Go-Go, delivering his own punches to Orange Cassidy.
Well, holding Orange Cassidy for Anthony Go-Go to punch.
Yeah.
But who's coming out to save?
Well, the idea is it going to be Trent? Is he going to save? Is he going to...
Well, I assume Chuck. Or is Chuck injured?
I don't know. How deflating would it be if they had a line hook shirt? I kind of like it. I remember when Dex bought a shirt. Dex, who used to be in the streams a lot, he bought a shirt of a faction that was like a 1-week faction.
Oh,
Is it Christopher
There's Trent.
Daniels? Matt Sardona. Trent stopping people.
Oh!
Headshot. Trent and Orange with Chuck Taylor win the big one, says the shirt. And says continue with a beatdown.
Wow, that's cool. That was nice.
Yes, it's nice. But dude, don't give us the match on Sunday. Let this build, please.
And
Please.
hey, you know what's good here is it's actually getting some heat.
It is.
You know, albeit in a different way, but we're getting some TV time on Shane Taylor's group, which is nice.
Well, they had the win, obviously, as well, 2 weeks ago. So,
wow.
I want to go deep into but thank you. I vote for Orange Cassidy. Well done, Hassan. Will a Michael Brawler be on Botchamania? Could be.
The thing about this is, like, we don't know anything really about Shane Taylor Promotions, so
no,
it's hard to care.
Yeah.
They're just guys on TV beating some people up, but it's like, but who are they? What do we know about them?
Mate, this shouldn't be happening on. I mean, fair enough. You've got to make both shows special, I guess, but I honestly knew nothing about this, Dan. I thought that was a straw that Moxley jabbed into Nick Gage's head. See.
That popped me.
Yeah, that's good. And I bet you've messaged Jamie about it as well. OC, Shane Taylor treats Trent's going to screw him. I think Orange wins this Wizard, and thanks, Toddy Boy. They didn't put the exploding barbed wire death match on there. I really want them to do it again. And do it right. Love that Sting shirt. It is good, man. It is good. Yes, your gift box is better than this show tonight. Well, it's not the show. I mean, it's just that moment.
Oh, shit. We're going into Will and Claudio now.
We certainly are.
Oh, wait. The show's nearly over.
Yeah, it's main event. It's highly unlikely, but I'd love an exploding ring barbed wire match at All In. I would. Rate the crate 7 out of 9, says Jack.
7 out of 9.
There you go. 7 out of 9. You're popping down a lot tonight. Well done. Let me do that. Hate a straw. I'd buy off eBay. Nice.
Yeah.
It won't be sold. Did you get a Nick Gage pizza cutter in a crate? May. If
that. Surely there's got to be those available. Surely.
Should we have a look online?
It's got to be. Yeah, it's just missing. Because it's just right there, isn't it? It's right there.
It is, yeah. But it might not be. He's not signed to AEW, so it wouldn't necessarily be in a all elite box. It might be in the pro wrestling crate one.
Oh, I just saw them announce that Carlos Cabrera is all elite.
Carlos Cabrera.
Yeah.
Don't know him.
Okay. Long time. Legendary.
The Spanish announcer.
Yes.
I didn't even know he'd gone.
Good.
How long's he been away from WWE for?
I don't know. 29 years he worked for them.
Is that? I thought it was longer than that for whatever reason.
But yeah, crazy.
I cannot find a Nick Gage pizza cutter online. It is absolutely a thing that should exist.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that it doesn't.
He should be selling them at every show he's at, and he'd sell a fucking ton.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is buy pizzas. You just buy the circular rings or something and get it etched in and then put them together, don't you?
Yeah, like, I'm sure they'd be able to do it. Like, yeah, I'm surprised. Maybe it's... Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised that's not a thing.
I can't find out online. Mad. I would buy the Lion Hook shirt, says Straight Edge Mikey. Welcome to the channel, brother. I'll buy the pizza cutter if possible. Loved that moment. Yeah, man. Gotta go. Good night, Mipple. Hope you have a good night, mate. Thanks. I'm disabled badly. Got to be up early and have constant bowel issues. Not to mention the 2 big incidents last week. At risk of sounding corny, thank you all for tonight. You're welcome, Jack. You're welcome, dude.
Jack, always a pleasure, my friend.
Always a pleasure. Try and give people a good time.
I understand. Needing to be up. I've got to be somewhere in 6 hours.
Sorry, dude.
And probably also has to be up for work, don't you?
Yeah.
There we go. The shit we do for wrestling.
Well, for me, this is it's just cool, man. It's what a cool place to come and hang out with some friends. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It really is, and it's become
for
that
Americans.
You know?
It's within a decent hour still. For us, it's 20 to 3 in the morning.
But dude, before I started doing this, I was watching them anyway because I was just excited by the product.
Reason why we started doing the watch alongs, brother.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we was all stuck inside together.
Yeah.
You know, so you know.
Yep.
I'm sure I was covering it before that time. I think so. Anyway, I was watching it. I was doing more Raw live streams actually back then because that's what we did on the channel.
They were horrible back then.
Yeah, man, there was hard. There was really hard to watch. Yeah, and they were garbage. You know, real garbage. Nightmare busting chops and making Dan pop. Yeah, you are, man. I vote for Will Ospreay. Hassan, I'll get you a vote in.
Will Oil Spray. Oh my God, I'm so calling him that when I see him next.
Actually,
I'm going to fucking text him it.
Mate, he's a bit busy right now, dude.
Yeah, he won't see it until he's back. Right.
Will Ospreay or who's he going against? Claudio. They probably used a Walmart pizza cutter for that spot. Yeah, they probably did, man. But they should absolutely make their own branded. He absolutely should. Yeah, not difficult. Will's going to win this match. Of course he is. Yeah, of course he is. But the interesting thing is, do we have a hot angle between him and Danielson? I think is the big thing.
You know, the funny thing is I wish we were getting Claudio versus Will at this pay-per-view, and then Will versus Danielson at the next pay-per-view.
Right. Okay. You want to spread it out a bit.
Well, that and just give me Claudio and Will with a little bit longer on the time.
A little bit
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without having to worry about an ad break and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let's go, bruv.
Yeah.
More wrestling rewind. Wrestling rewind was a thing back in the day where we viewed old pay-per-views, me and Dom.
I tell you, he Will would be loving the fact that he's working crowd. And that's the thing that I love. One of the things that I love about Will is he is both at that super pro. There's like, right, this is who I'm working. This is the expectation. This is the job. But also, he still is excited, you know, about the idea, like getting to work Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio's great. This is cool. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's because his love for wrestling is real. He hasn't become jaded. A lot of people in the wrestling business, they become kind of jaded to it. You know?
Yeah.
Will is not like that.
Well, ironically, Dan, the other person who you could use as an example that you can see has the exact same thing that Will does is Danielson, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why this is exciting. And he's a guy who's remained in the industry for a long time, who's always remained excited, or we see him excited.
Yeah. I think another one's actually is Christian. Because here's the thing about Christian. Christian's never been afraid to go other places or, you know, to get to work with new people. Right. He was one of the first big people to leave WWE for TNA.
Wow.
And you think he worked WWE into having him appear at the Rumble, only to then go and appear at an AEW.
Yeah.
You know, like Christian's another one, and there are people. Trust me, it's someone that's been around a lot of people. Like a lot of people get jaded or like to think of themselves as above it all. And
it's great. The stomps, by the way,
great to see. It's great to see.
Go on.
It really is a great time. Being a wrestling fan, if you love wrestling and you love caring about people that also love wrestling.
And that's what we do here, Dan.
Yeah.
Hang out together, have a good time. I want that back, or I assimilate. Will versus Mox. Sign me up for that match as well. I think that's going to be your double or nothing match.
Well, they had a great match. I wonder if that'll be Forbidden Door.
Will versus Mox.
For the New Japan title.
Oh, right, okay.
You know?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't you want to put someone from Japan
Absolutely.
over? Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, here's the thing. You could have Naito win the title back on Forbidden. Do you know what I mean? Like the AEW guy won. But at the same time, is Mox really an AEW guy in New Japan? He went to New Japan at the same time, really. Like, you know, when he went to New Japan, it wasn't as AEW wrestler. He played actually a different variation of Jon Moxley in New Japan to the Jon Moxley he played in AEW. Oh,
around. Still catching him, though. Well done, Castagnoli, for being able to catch him.
Look at Will work that audience.
Yeah, I think you're right, Dan. And it is really important to start giving wins to New Japan in Forbidden Door, because, again, if not, it's very predictable.
And now Castagnoli, now we're going to a commercial break, but thankfully, being in the UK,
we don't get it. Jeff says, few things were as good as the perfect timing of the Domino's pizza commercial right after the pizza cutter spot. Yeah, man. Yeah, good times. Question for you guys. Let's go straight edge. I was thinking, if Claudio, Miro, Malachi, even Moxley, Adam Copeland, Adam Cole, Christian go back to WWE, would they be jobbers or would they get good spots? And there won't be jobbers. No, there won't be jobbers. No, I mean, Mox especially would be like title picture immediately.
Yeah, I don't know what Christian would be given based on his age.
No, I'm not sure.
But
I think Malachi would be in a better spot than he is now.
Yeah, I reckon Malachi would be. I reckon, Miro, maybe.
I don't know about Miro. I don't know about Miro and Claudio based on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But
I don't necessarily think they've elevated from the position in WWE, is what I'd say.
Yeah, because Claudio would probably be in a similar situation to a Chad Gable or someone like that.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. So his role on the show, I don't think is going to change.
Yeah, is there anyone there that, that you can't imagine anyone else doing but them? The answer is not really.
No. And the people that you haven't mentioned, there's people on the list that you haven't mentioned that I think could be going back to WWE in a way higher position. People like Swerve Strickland would be in a way higher position.
Absolutely.
And there's someone else. Who else was I thinking? Moxley, obviously.
Moxley was a guy that was their fucking world champion anyway,
Yeah, but it was a weak world champion, wasn't it?
It was.
It was a world champion as part of a Shield story, really.
Yeah.
There was someone else I was thinking, but I can't remember who it is. Claudio with a big chair. Malachi could go back and get over well. Well, he was Tommy was apparently a Triple H guy. I think his best run in wrestling, to an extent that I've seen, was his NXT run.
Yeah.
So, and that was when Trips was in charge of that. So, absolutely could do. I did not mean jobbers, but I meant like mid-card. Yeah, that's okay, man. That's okay.
We knew what you meant. We knew what you meant.
Yeah. How could Miro be in a worse situation? Dude's non-existent.
Yeah, but he's been injured since September. Not that he was a regular beforehand, don't get me wrong. But we can't really compare now to then. Will is so special, man.
Oh, he is, man. God damn it.
Yeah, he's so good. Because here's the thing, right? I see a lot of people do that handspring. Very few people do that handspring and make it make sense and work like Will does.
Oh, yeah, it's great. It's really good. The momentum he gets on it is incredible. Big boot.
Will going up top. Phenomenal forearm.
Oh, nice. Yes, NXT Black and Gold was the best. I swear it seems like Miro's been injured since he came to AEW. Yeah, it kind of does.
It does feel like that. Yeah, absolutely.
Who else had the Shield team at Mania and thought, oh shit, a Mox cameo? Yeah, I did.
See, I didn't, but what went through my mind was like, by playing this, everyone's going to be thinking about shit. Is Mox and Seth here?
Yeah.
And I just didn't know how much of a wise idea that was, even though the story was beautiful.
I mean, it was really well done. Yeah, it was really well done. Talking about Miro, just give me a new dream match: Miro versus Okada for the Continental Championship. Yeah, the problem is I haven't really seen Miro do a lot of great matches.
Good. You know what? I want to see that match. I want to see Miro and Okada.
Do you? I'm not that interested.
Oh no, I absolutely want to see what Miro can do in there with Okada. I bet you it'll be bloody good. I bet you Miro and Okada would be bloody good. And it's completely fresh and unique and different as well. And it veers off from the obvious, because the obvious matches are like your Ospreays, you know, and people like that. But a Miro, we still haven't really, and it's incredible to say this, but because of the people going off and not being around for a while and then injuries, we haven't really seen just what Miro can really do, and with such a variety of different opponents.
We haven't at all.
And that's why I love the idea. I love that idea, Chip. And as someone who literally pays his rent by booking wrestling, like, that is a match I would absolutely book the shit out of.
There we go. Certainly is different, Dan. Yep. I mean, I just don't see it, but I get what you're saying.
Honestly, I reckon if don't get me wrong, that doesn't, but I honestly think that they would get you.
Yeah. Right, okay.
I honestly believe they would get you.
I mean, who was his last match against? It was Powerhouse Hobbs, wasn't it?
They had a good match.
They did have a decent match, yeah. They did have a decent match, especially for that type of lineup that I don't like. And when I think back at like Miro in WWE as Rusev, like his feud with Roman Reigns was the best I think I've ever seen Roman Reigns look. So Miro's always has great promos, but his matches, if healthy, would be hella great.
Yeah,
man. Miro would be a great leader of Dark Order and get them going again. We need more factions and storylines. Miro is a leader of Dark Order.
It's just, I think the thing is, you'd have to change Dark Order characters, because I just don't see anything Dark Ordery about Miro. So you need to make Dark Order not Dark Order.
Yeah, but you could also change Miro's character. I mean, you didn't expect to see Brody Lee as the leader of Dark Order in terms of the way he was presented previously, and suddenly he becomes a guy in a suit. I'd quite like to see Miro do something like that. Oh, what a kip up! What a kip up!
If Dark Order was that kind of thing with a guy in a suit, then yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricotta Bomb, no Rana. 1, 2. Oh, that was tight.
Nice.
That was beautiful, because the kick out of that was so freaking. I mean, it wasn't a kick out. It was in the.
It wasn't a kick out. It was getting in the way. Yeah. And the crowd are loving it. We've got Will Ospreay back on TV, and like Jeff says earlier,
the last time that Will Ospreay had anything less than a 4-star match?
I've never seen one.
I don't think. Yeah,
I don't think I've seen one. No. But to Jeff's point, like, you brought in these 3 guys, and it's only been Ospreay that's at that level right now, or presented as that level.
Ospreay's but Ospreay's presentation is just completely different. I think I just assume we're getting Will ready for Wembley, challenging the title in the main event.
Yeah. But I don't know how you're going to do that if it's Swerve, which I assume it's going to be. Awesome. That genuinely makes me smile. Chip, you just made a wrestling booker genuinely like your idea and get excited about something. So that's awesome. That's awesome.
Oh,
European.
Will was so good there. That was 2.9.
It was, yeah.
Like, and I'll tell you what, right? It really, really is difficult and like almost anxiety inducing when you're in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone involved, from the ref and the performance, because you want to. You're talking milliseconds. You're having to get a timing right by.
Oh, what a counter to the swing!
That was beautiful. Sky twister.
Really nice, so quick. Corkscrew. One. God damn it.
Here comes the elbow.
The Redeemer versus the Rainmaker, says Straight Edge. There we go. Hidden Blade.
There it is.
Wow. What a match, Dan.
I mean, we knew it would be, right?
It's a card. It's Ospreay, isn't it? It's Ospreay.
And Claudio. And Claudio.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing. You can also see Claudio enjoying himself as well, man. That was a brilliant match, man. Miro's, his last match was a win over Andrade El Idolo at AEW World End in December. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was.
Here's where we're building for. I assume it's going to be a case of where Will's not in on this. Will's not okay with this.
Mate, you've got to. This is getting dragged out for a long time. Will be okay with this at this point?
No, Will never got involved. Will looked. The problem was we didn't get the facial shot we needed.
Yeah,
dude, there we go. Will's body language is now like, what was that?
Yeah. But dude, all the building up to is the next one is going to be a Double or Nothing is going to be him and Moxley, and then you're going to have Blood and Guts not long after that. So
I don't know if they are going to go with him and Moxley.
Do you not think?
Oh, I'm not saying. I just say I don't know because I'm just like, do you really want to go to that this early? Like, it's so much they're doing early.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, you've got to do the turn. You know, with regards to Will and them.
And Jonathan Leach says AEW is just trash, washed up WWE guys and random indie jobbers having dream matches for no reason. Vince Russo is better than Tony Khan. Jonathan Leach, welcome to the channel. Thank you for bringing your eternal positivity to the stream. Hope you're having a great day. And fuck off and watch WWE then.
You could not like, but it's the dumb. Just know this, Jonathan, right? As someone that knows people in both promotions, right? As someone that's friends with many people in both promotions, understands that they hate that mentality. All your favorite wrestlers hate your view.
Yeah, they do.
And if you ever met any of your favorite wrestlers and told them that is your view,
yeah,
they would hate you, and they would not want to know you.
Straight Edge Mikey, love AEW. WWE is finally getting back thanks to AEW's effect and Triple H. Yeah, man, absolutely. Competition.
So next week, Hobbs and John Moxley, or is that Collision? Sorry, Collision. Hobbs and John.
No, that's
Pac and FTR again. That's a hell of a match.
Collision.
Claudio and Brian against Carl Fletcher and Kanaska. That's a good bunkhouse brawl. This is a good-looking Collision, guys. The best looking Collision I've seen in a long time.
Trying to make a big deal of this weekend, Shirley. Bold statement from Jonathan. Jonathan disappeared as soon as he put the comment in. He just wanted to put the comment in and disappear. Mate, I had it real bad last week. I don't know if he was here last week with the CM Punk stuff. It was so hard because after that is all people were talking about. And we had so many people come in and just to throw shit out there and just go away. It was hard work, man. Seeing the full lineup for Dynasty. Hope you're all excited for it. If you want to watch it with someone, if you want to watch it with some friends, come and hang out with me and Dan as we'll be watching Dynasty together this weekend. which is good because if I'm really knackered, I might leave you to do the end of the stream.
So we've got Chris Jericho and Hook has been added to the card. So 9 matches.
Garbage. Cool. 9 matches, but we've still got 2 shows to go as well. If I could have Will versus anyone at Double or Nothing.
Wait, we've got Swerve coming out now. It's
at 3 o'clock.
All right.
Different.
How long have they got of an overrun?
Come on, Dan. It's time to dance. Whose house? You wait. I'm giving this. I'm giving this, and sending it to Jamie.
We are so fucking white, though.
Oh, I love it. If I could have Will versus anyone at Double or Nothing, I'm not doing Moxley. I'd go with Will versus Ricky Starks. That'd be really good. Interesting that we're all very excited about the dream matches of Will Ospreay. That is a much washed. Yeah, man. Well, hopefully you come and hang out with us, man. Hopefully you come and hang out with us to help prove the point that he's good on the mic. There we go.
Yeah, Will is great on the mic. People just ain't seen it yet. People just ain't seen it on Dynamite yet.
So the closing, well, he is, and it's part of how he made his name was on them press conferences in New Japan as well. Like, they were amazing.
It's so good. Again, Will has that acting theatre background that a lot of people don't realise. Will won awards for his theatre. People don't know that. But, like, Will's won awards for the theatre productions that he's been a part of.
Incredible.
Swerve promo towards Joe.
So the closing angle on the Go Home pay-per-view show is to build a match on next week's Dynamite. Bold choices. I'm surprised Danielson didn't come out because that would have then built up to the pay-per-view in terms of Will Ospreay. And in terms of this, I mean, I don't get this, but here we go. We'll see what it ends up being. Samoa Joe coming out.
They need to heat it up a little bit more, I feel.
What, this feud?
Something just feels amiss. That's an interesting looking security.
Yeah.
No way does that security look like local wrestling training school.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, Swerve is up on top. Swerve just took out the entirety of security.
He stomped on them, man. Like that was insane.
I'm taking this from you, and here we go.
What, though? The problem, I hope Joe is retaining, but I have a feeling that he's not.
Yeah, I don't know if I disagree with that decision, though, Dan.
I just think Joe is like, I just think Joe's a Don who could have a nice title reign, and we can see, because Joe can promo. And I just would like to see more of Joe, give him more of a longer run instead of what if he loses here, it'll just feel like a transitional champion.
Oh, this is good. He's doing the dance behind Nana. I'm here for this, Dan. Oh, no, don't hurt Nana. What a heel. Oh, big boo. Oh, he should have hurt Nana, Dan. He should have hurt Nana before the pay-per-view.
Oh, I don't know. It's a very done thing. I'm not saying you're wrong, though.
Nana's kind of loved, you know? He's loved. And I don't think people realize how much they love him yet. Something like that.
What, we got an 8-minute overrun allowed here?
Maybe. Yeah, I think
his head's stuck in. No, got out rather. Oh, there it goes. Put it back in.
Yeah, careful, man. There's the muscle buster.
Swerve's winning at the pay-per-view.
Yep. So you want to see Joe walk? The reason I don't want to see the reason I'm not bothered by Joe winning is I don't think as a champion he's excited people.
I think that he's still new, and I think that you can make like the stuff they did with Joe when he was in a suit, cutting those promos and everything. I was just like, Joe, that like you could totally see like him as this. I'm not saying a gangster, but literally, like Joe's a tough guy who can talk and back shit up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
yeah, he is, but he can do that without the title as well, Dan.
I just think sometimes you got to give people their flowers and see what they can do with the title. And I just think that with Joe is a guy who, you know, he's too good to be a transitional.
Maybe you're right, but then they shouldn't have put Swerve in this position where he.
I agree. I 100% agree. I mean, yeah. And here's the other thing. Let's say Will's challenging for the belt at Wembley.
Yeah.
Do you really want it to be baby?
No, absolutely not. And I think it would be better on Joe for that. But like, again, do you risk Swerve's momentum?
I think they missed the boat on Swerve's momentum, and I think Swerve's momentum would need to be brought back.
Yeah, but if he loses on Sunday, he's
then he's definitely unless you do something with Hangman or someone, I don't know. But even then, I feel like maybe it's a Cody thing. You know, you can't have him keep losing. And he just lost that triple threat. You know, with Hangman in, and I don't know. Like I say, I just think Joe's not long had that belt, man. Like,
yeah, but there's nothing wrong with a short title reign, Dan.
No, hey, I'm the guy that's taking the title off on first title defenses. I agree.
Yeah.
I just, like I say, I look ahead, I look at the future, and I'm like, who are AEW's? Like, because Swerve's a baby now.
Yeah.
So who is Swerve? Who's Swerve's next defenses? And do I really want Swerve a baby? Because Swerve's cool. So it doesn't feel right booing Swerve, and we ain't gonna boo Will. So
I get what you're saying. But maybe they don't do Will Ospreay at this year's Wembley. Maybe they save
maybe
it.
They don't.
Maybe they save it. Because if you save it till you need it.
Belt though at Wembley.
I'd assume so, yeah. I'd assume so.
Know?
But that TNT title can be on anyone.
Yeah. But like, I mean, it's August. I mean, here's the thing, right? We're almost in May. So we're actually May, June, July. We're 3.5. Well, we're just under 4 months away. So we've got a lot of time still.
Dan, how is
the other thing? I wouldn't want to change the belt twice. Not saying they necessarily would. I'm no. Sorry, carry on.
No, I hear what you're saying. You know Will Ospreay quite well. What's his relationship like with his father?
Great.
Good. Okay. Still alive?
He is still alive.
Oh, shit. You saw where I was going for Wembley.
Yeah, but Christian ain't got a belt.
Mate, you can have that back whenever. It doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, and that's true, isn't it? It's very true. You can just take it back. It's fine.
Yeah. No. I know, honestly, I know Will's mum and his dad, and he is very much still alive.
Not sick or anything.
No. Not sick.
Shit.
I know. Strong boy. He actually. It's been a few years since he's doing this, but Will's dad's even done a couple of ring jobs for me on Eve shows. So,
has he really? Nice. I know I'm going to get through the comments and then we're going to shoot because it is getting late. I know Tony Khan loves to give wrestlers a spotlight in pay-per-views, but sometimes it's a little too much. This is why I would say it'd be good to do a monthly pay-per-view, but they must do it on a streaming site. For you Americans, because I think Straight Edge is American, it is costly. It is costly. $50 a month is a big outgoing for people.
I bought my first thing is, and here's the thing, right? So UFC 300 was this past weekend.
Yeah.
And But in order to watch UFC 300 over here, you had to get Discovery Plus with TNT Sports.
Right.
And that was £31 for the month.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, Jesus, because I couldn't care about anything else that was on there, right? So I was like, £31, like that's a lot for one show, because that's all I care about. I just care about watching the UFC pay-per-view. Because normally I can't stay up and watch it that live anyway, so I can just watch it the next day or something, And then Emily and I were talking, and we were like, Christ, here we are going over about the idea of paying £31 for a pay-per-view. Like that's insane. And then I'm like, I think this pay-per-view is like $80 to $100 in the States.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
and here's the thing, that was just for that one show. For that £31, which is probably about $40, probably about $40, right? That £31 got us all of Discovery Plus and TNT Sports for the entirety of the month. And then there's the people in America paying like $100 for one show for one night. And we were just like, yeah, and there's a couple of documentaries as well. Like there's one on the Nickelodeon guy, that was dodgy as, we were like, well, we'll watch that as well. And then like, holy crap, like we're getting all this for £31 comparatively to those in America.
That you pay over $100.
Yeah, like really puts you in a comparison, like how lucky we still are over.
Oh yeah. Dan, would you pay for this pay-per-view $50?
Right, so there's unconscious bias there based on the fact that it hasn't been taught as a norm for us here in the UK.
Yeah.
So it would feel, so if we were suddenly being charged $50 for this pay-per-view, we'd all be like, do you know what I mean? Like, what? Yeah. I'm sorry, what? No. So would I pay 50? No. Would I pay 40? No. Would I pay 30? No. Would I pay 20? 15 to 20? Yeah, sure.
That's what we pay anyway, isn't it?
Exactly. And I think that's kind of like...
Is that just because we're trained to pay that for?
Well, that's my point. Exactly. Is it because we're trained to pay it? Because I remember the first time that they did box office, 1997. First ever WWE UK event or WWE event on Sky Box Office. £15. WWF one night only. And that's
a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot back then. Right? Yeah.
Exactly. But that was what the pay-per-views were for the boxing. They were like 15 to 20 quid even back then.
Yeah,
It hasn't really been much of a price rise. But yeah, we pay £20 for these pay-per-views, which is probably about $30. And they're paying $50 for these, I believe, in the States. Yeah. Would I pay 50, which is about, 40 quid? No, I wouldn't. I think 20 is top. And like with UFC 300 being 31, which really at the end of the day is what we paid for, it was because it was UFC 300. It was the most top to bottom loaded card in the history of UFC. This was not a regular UFC pay-per-view. This was not a card that was like just you're buying for the main event. You have to see this fight. This was a card that every fight was a main event from the early prelims to this was a special card, unlike any card I have ever seen. And therefore it was that. But would I normally pay? No, not that kind of figure. Absolutely not.
So I think I'm going to end up paying about $200 for the AEW pay-per-views this year. I need to get in with Triller. I just need to message him really. The triple pack cost me $50. So that is that's got me Dynasty, Double or Nothing, and Revolution. Was it Revolution? Double or Nothing and Forbidden Door. So Dynasty, Double or Nothing, and Forbidden Door for $50. It's just interesting, isn't it? Because money is valuable to people. It does cost a lot. Can people afford it? I don't know. It is a lot.
What's being paid.
Yeah. Tarzan Boy at Wembley. I think he'll be at Double or Nothing. I think they'll build to that. I'll be here for Dynasty. Interesting. So Jeff is willing to pay the $50, but thank you, Jeff. Thank you. We need people to.
Is Jeff paying the $50, or is Jeff obtaining it through other? Because that's the thing. Like, you see a lot of that in wrestling. You see that.
Yeah. Well, let us know, Jeff.
I don't begrudge. Do you know what I mean? I'm not.
No.
I ain't no snitch. Don't worry.
No, but I do that as well. Even with like the pro wrestling, your channel, because I've been putting over that Charlie Morgan's match, and Alex Windsor saying it's one of the best matches I've ever seen. My girlfriend fucking loved it, and for someone that's a non-wrestling fan to love something like that, like, it was phenomenal. The emotional investment, everything, it was phenomenal, and not just that, it was a crazy hardcore match.
I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the things that helped Becky appreciate that match as well was the promo packages we aired through the night as well.
Yes, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if she was as keen as them, because she didn't know the characters. She didn't know the.
Well, that's why we did the promo packages. Because,
of course, yeah.
You saw that. You've seen the Eve audience now, and you've seen them twice, and it is very much a mixture of there's the wrestling fans, there's the people that don't know wrestling but they do know Eve. But they couldn't tell you who Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes were. And then there's the people that are watching wrestling for the first time. And so, every show we do, we kind of have to do stuff to try to introduce people. So Becky, in that situation, is a prime person for us to try to, hopefully by the end of the night, get.
To understand. I mean? Well, yeah, it's part of your audience, and you want to understand what,
Yeah, exactly.
She'll talk your ear off. $50 a month is quite a lot. I will be here Sunday. We look forward to seeing you, Straight Edge. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you, Jeff. See you there. Not surprised. So my point was about the Charlie Morgan thing. I've been putting it over, and then I don't think people have watched it because of the money in the pocket. They're just unwilling to part with the money in the pocket, which is understandable. And as soon as that goes free on YouTube, I'll have to do a watch along with it. This pay-per-view needs 19 more Jericho matches. Jack, the Jericho pay-per-view, Jesus. Now it's Swerve gonna win for Nana. Yeah, he assume he is. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel Samoa Joe could win. He should do promos every week, but wrestle once a month, like final boss kind of spot. Said Straight Edge Mikey.
Oh, I don't disagree. I think Joe's a promo. I loved when they proper showed him as proper gangster. I saw like Colin Farrell, like a tough guy version of Colin Farrell's Penguin.
Right.
Is what I saw, like that kind of gangstery, Sopranos kind of thing there with him. Because the dude's fucking. And here's the other thing about Joe. It's easy to believe that Joe is a badass and Joe can beat people up. Because Joe is a badass and Joe can beat people up.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why he works a champion, as what he is. So, nothing wrong with the former title reign. Not everyone needs to hold the belt for a year, says Jeff. There we go. But if Swerve wins, it will be an amazing moment. But how long will the honeymoon last? It'll be like the Big E moment, big pop, and then it will go away. Depends what you've got.
It's whenever you do something, it's all about the sequel. It's all about following up. Don't do it just for that moment without having something to go to.
Yeah, and I don't know what they've got. It's a lot easier for a heel as well.
Yes,
a lot easier for a heel. A lot easier for a heel.
Yeah, it is.
Because any babyface can challenge, and then the protagonist or the person you're following or rooting behind is which could be a protagonist in terms of wrestling. Interesting. Never really thought about it like that. Is the person telling that story? So yeah, it's really difficult. Really difficult. Why does Will have to challenge All In? I don't understand. He's
Chip's saying based on what we've spoken about. I'm not saying he has to. It's purely an assumption.
Right. Oh yeah, we're just assuming because it'd be a big moment for the English crowd, basically.
Yeah.
But maybe they can. Maybe they don't need to. Maybe wait another year. If AEW is not as hot the year after, that's a way to sell a lot of tickets to Wembley potentially if they've done a good job of building up Will. So
yeah.
So as overall nemesis heel Hangman. Yeah. Even though I lost to Joe, I want some gold. So I'm going after the FTW title. Could be. Edge versus Will Ospreay ain't a bad idea at all. Maybe he'll learn to say Will's last name right. Maybe. Yeah. He calls him Ospreay. Is it Ospreay? Yeah. Love to all, Jack. Okay, Night Wizard and Swerve. Night Todd. Thanks for joining us. Swerve could face a champion babyface. Could be someone like Will Hobbs, Brian Cage, Jay White, Takeshita, just to name a few. All good names, but none of them have been built up enough.
Yeah, like we've just Jay White, we've seen lose a few times. Takeshita, we just saw lose on pay-per-view, and then I think he lost on TV as well, didn't he? Will Hobbs loses quite fairly regularly. Brian Cage loses all the time whenever he wrestles.
Yeah. So you need that heel to go against. And you've got Hangman, but I don't think you want to do Hangman and Swerve again at the minute.
You don't want to do it because here's the thing. You know they're not taking the belt off him in the first match. You know they're not going to hot potato the title that frequently.
There you go. We still need resolution to Swerve and Keith Lee.
We absolutely do not. We absolutely do not need to see Swerve and Keith Lee anymore. No, like you're not wrong in terms of like we never really got, but my God, they dragged that out, and it was going to happen, then not, and then it was, then it wasn't, and it wasn't, it wasn't. And Keith Lee also then just became, a guy that laid down for everyone else on weekly TV as well. So
yeah,
it's
like, bizarre, isn't it? I mean, Keith Lee was the star in that.
How Keith Lee got fumbled, I'll never understand.
They've fallen with Keith Lee for sure. I'm paying for the pay-per-view this Saturday. Nice. Thanks. Good to hear. Straight edge, Mikey. The AEW pay-per-view named after the 80s show. Absolutely. Jeff's paying $50. As much as the build to the pay-per-views has lacked for the past 6 months, the pay-per-views always deliver. Can't remember not enjoying one. And that's it.
Nobody's better. Nobody delivers better wrestling on a wrestling show.
But is that the problem, Dan? What happens when they do drop the ball?
I wonder what the
That's scary.
It'll be very interesting.
It will be. We'll see. Lord, if the building to Brian Cage versus Swerve for the title, going to have to get real creative with those rankings. Well, you popped us for the end of the show. That's a great way to end it. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me, Dan. Everyone go subscribe to Pro Wrestling Eve if you're not already. Link is in the description down below. And I'll see you. I'll see you on Sunday, Dan. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'll look forward to... I'm not going to say out tonight because I'm pretty much going to hit straight to bed because I've got to be up in like 4 hours. But which is kind of like a normal amount of sleep actually for me. But we'll set that up and that'll be fun. Those are always good fun because, as we always say, wrestling is always enjoyed better when you get to watch it with friends. And really, that's what you heard Ant say it earlier, and I just echo it. As part of the reason for starting these streams in the first place was to be able to watch it with people, and that is when wrestling's at its best. Wrestling bringing people together to have fun together.
And that's what we do, man. It's been lovely to see you, Dan. I will see you all later. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week and on Sunday. See you soon. Bye.
This is Broken Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling Podcast.